You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable. You're irresponsible, too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, yo, you gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the f*** are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna f***ing do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as
You're trying to make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Fight back. Yeah. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give it, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give it, you got what I'm saying? I'm not playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the fuck up door on all you poor haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your mouth before I do more, speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it.
Booty.
And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it.
You get me right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you
But I don't believe enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
Or will you fight back? Or will you fight back?
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
It's turbo time. It's turbo time. It's turbo time.
Who are you? Well, I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me. Pikachu! Pikachu! Get your mother, please.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable. You're irresponsible, too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, yo, you gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the f*** are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna f***ing do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back?
I don't play this game.
Or will you fight back?
Stop it!
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Yeah. You ain't gonna gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you, face it. Thinking that they give it, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give it, you got what I'm saying? I'm not playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the door on all you poor haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your mouth before I do more, speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. Yeah, maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Fight back.
Yo! I was kept you guessing, everybody. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Grindhouse night. Give me Grindhouse Tuesday night. Not Monday night. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday. Let's go get him. Tuesday. What's up? Booty Audio. Yes, that was Booty Audio. Shout out to all the grinders coming on in. Sergeant, Mr. Tennis, Seth Ross, The Real YouTube, Shadow, Wild Wolf, Cal, Mr. Tennis, DDP, you know me, 540. Will 777. Oh yeah. VIP Grinder. How you guys doing? VIP Grinder's in the house. DDP. How's everybody doing out there? True Virgil. Hope everybody's having yeah, I kept you waiting. I started it early. That's right. Started early. Today is Tuesday. Shit, Coon, get a calendar. Oh shit. Coon 1985 needs a calendar. Come on, you know, you're a PC guy, right? The Coon 1985, you got it right in the little corner of your screen. Oh, PC. Yeah, I got that on the Grinders board. But first, introduce my panel, and then we'll welcome the VIP Grinders, and we'll get right into this Grinders board. Do the rundown right now. Ragnarok is coming, Neil. Yes, it is. Hit that like button, share it out, Grinders. It's not the typical Monday night, so the Grinders out there might be a little lost. They may have seen the sign in the air. But man, oh man, things are coming too. Grindadamus, I can't even talk about the stuff that's coming around. I told you. Holy
you just made the list.
Oh, Cyber Dragon kicking us off. VIP Grinder for 10 months. Shout out to the chat mods and Grinders panel and our host, Jed7780. Thank you so much, Cyber Dragon. Shout out to you. We got to get you on the show, Cyber Dragon. We got to get you on here. We got to shoot the shit, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for being a VIP grinder. And let me introduce these wonderful gentlemen right here. To my left is Frog's Dream. What's up, Frogs? How you doing?
Yo, lots to talk about, man. Lots to talk about. That fucking Todd, man. We
Dude,
gotta talk.
Frog was going.
Me and Todd gotta talk.
Oh man, and then
I got a lot to say.
Yeah, yes, I know. I saw you on Twitter, man. I played a little bit of it too, so I got some stuff to say on it as well. What's up? And then to my other right, we got Ghost in the Shell. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, Jazz? What's up, Frogs? What's up, chat? I too have some gripes about COD, so
oh man,
I'm ready for it, man.
Oh no, I hope we're not calling it Call of Booty. It's Call of Booty this year. I don't know. We'll see.
Call a champion.
Oh shit!
I made a whole list of shit. I'll have problems.
Oh yeah,
there's some good.
Got
there's
dissertation.
a lot more bad.
Oh shit! Well,
oh yeah.
But first, let's introduce. We got to go to the club. I hear the wait. I hear the beat. Oh, what? I hear them over there. VIP grinders, permanent host.
Oh, shit.
Here they come. Here they come, partying there. Guys, we're serving margaritas this evening in the VIP lounge. I am drinking a margarita. Grab your drink. This thing I put extra strong on here, so the drinks will be, tonight's drink is the margarita with extra tequila shot in it. Cheers, everybody. VIP grinders. Shout out to you, Herman Holtz Quality Splits. He is our pick for this evening. King Herman Holtz with Quality Games. Cheers. Oh my god, that's too strong. Herman Holtz, put some extra tequila in this thing. That is a quality tequila. I serve it on my yacht all the time. That's why it's quality. It's top shelf tequila. What do you think I get the hair on my chest from? It's from actually strong drinks. So I can unbutton my third button. Show you the quality of the chest asm. Herman Holtz. Damn, Herman Holtz talking about quality. Shout out to VIP grinders. We had a whole bunch from the last time. You want to be a VIP grinder and use those wonderful emojis? Hit the join button. Yeah. Horny horns on there. We got the horny horns. But shout out to everybody there. Thank you again for supporting the channel and being the VIP grinder. Holy crap, I gotta stop this thing. No more title screens. So, without further ado, grinders. All right, panel, we're going to go. Oh, damn, what's this club? Stop it, Herman.
Shit.
Dude, that's some spillover. Thank you, Mr. Holtz. Showing us what quality is. Thank God. My goodness. It's sad to say with the state of affairs that we're in. Speaking of, well, since we got Call of Duty, got started off.
People were leaving that rooftop party coming to the real VIP section.
Oh Jesus, that VIP party, dude. We'll get into Phil Ness visits Japan. It was worse than a Godzilla attack. Holy shit, Phil Ness visited Japan. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
He showed them what a real glory holes.
Jesus, he showed him what a real thumbs up looks like. Jesus, oh my God,
shit,
dude, that was the lamest thumbs up. Anyway, we'll get into that. But first, let's talk of Call. Let's just discuss this Call of Duty. Frog got his dissertation out. I heard it's 5 pages long.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Oh, Frog's gonna go last. Okay, so.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start this segment off with none other than Call of Booty. We got. Can't blame Microsoft yet, but I think the new name of this game is gonna be Call of Booty. Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh shit.
Oh man. All right, let's do Call of Booty. Ghost in a Shell, have you played it? What is your opinion so far on the Call of Booty?
All right, so I played it all this damn weekend.
Yep.
And I'm a Call of Duty guy, so I was super stoked. When I first booted it up, I got the OLED, right? And I was like, wow, looks great, looks amazing, right? Same kind of feel, same kind of the UI is a little convoluted. Granted, we're only limited to a few player modes or whatever.
Yeah.
But I really was stoked for like the gunsmith. I thought that was different. That is a convoluted mess.
Thank you.
It's a convoluted mess. Like I couldn't. I get it. This is a beta, so I'm not going to be too harsh. But the simple fact is, like, you couldn't upgrade really nothing, and the interchange the weapons. They didn't do a good enough job explaining. Although I know, like when you change a receiver, what it's supposed to do. They didn't explain that, right? So the gunsmith was a little convoluted, and then we got into the gameplay, and apparently, not only is your avatar or your skin wearing combat boots, they also have tap dancing shoes on, because you can hear every goddamn footstep.
Yes, I heard that. Yes,
Every lobby on every server, you know what I'm saying, across the world.
Oh my God, tap
holy
dancing.
shit.
And Charlie Chaplin's they got playing.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, like there's no need for UAV. We're playing hard. We're playing core. There's no need for UAV because you can hear where everyone the fuck's at. Dead silence was not working. Exactly. Dead silence was ineffective, and I just felt like it played really clunky, and the hit detection was miserable. Miserable. So those are my gripes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also a hardcore player, so of course I had my own gripes, but I was still, wiping people down. Shout out to Persona Speaks and Jay Barry. I played a lot with them over the weekend. And so, but yeah, those are my takes, and I hope and pray, because I am a fan, that it does get better. But that excuse me, that was not a good showing. I won't even cap for it, man.
Yeah.
Well, not a good showing, and I'm a fan.
Yeah. I play Call of Duty a lot. I didn't pre-order, so I didn't get into the beta, but I found it when I went to Xfinity to pay my bill. I saw that there was one of the perks is to get a code. So I actually got a code, and I wound up playing about a couple hours of it. And my opinion is I didn't play that much of it, like just a couple hours. I didn't play all weekend.
I played a lot.
Frog, you played a lot. But I'm going to say
hard.
my initial impressions is that I was expecting more from it. Yes. I did not like. I was a little disappointed with, first off, the maps that they had. I thought that I'm like, this is a next generation Call of Duty. It seems like we're just going along on the same types of maps. Like there is not a lot of I want some destructibility now. I think we're at a point where it should be a little bit more realism to the game. Especially coming from Infinity Ward and their engine. And I don't know what happened to their engine. That's the other thing. I don't know what happened to the weight of the characters. I felt like one of the biggest things that stood out for me was the ragdoll effects when you killed somebody. They dropped down like it was a goddamn Unreal Tournament 2010 edition.
Yeah, like a sack of potatoes.
They just go, like they don't even like have momentum or anything like that, like weight to them. And I recall that when Infinity Ward did this new engine, it was more like a Rainbow Six. It was a heavier feeling game. And I felt like they took this game and they kind of just merged it with the other Treyarch ones and made it even worse. Like they made it worse. Like it looks so silly when they just drop and like they don't fall with any weight to them. They just ragdoll like how old school ragdoll was. Dude, it was just really took me out of it. Then I tried the new flash grenade is so dumb, like where you drop it and it pops up and in the sky it looks like a firework. I'm like, what? I feel like I'm shooting fireworks here. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? And the other thing which I thought was very interesting is that they the triggers, basically the adaptive trigger. I play with the adaptive triggers on. They completely changed it where now if you just tap it a little bit, it fires the gun fully automatic. Yep. If you just press it halfway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no resistance like it was where you feel like you're pressing a trigger. And nothing where you feel like you're fully pressing down. Now you just tap it and it goes fully automatic. You just press it at a hair line. And it kind of takes you out of the game because you're not pressing the trigger like how you would do it if there was no adaptive triggers. And you're not pressing the trigger harder like there was adaptive triggers, feeling a little bit of resistance. Instead, it's like super sensitive, where like you press it a little bit, it locks, and then you press it all the way, and it still shoots. very weird. Like it's very not. I wasn't a huge fan of the way they implemented the adaptive triggers. I think it looks good. It looks okay. I was expecting more of it for the little bit that I played, and it really wasn't very engaging for me. Like I felt like it was the typical Call of Duty, and I feel like there was a lot of issues. And this is a beta. Last year's beta was horrible. Vanguard's beta was absolutely atrocious. That was the first time I ever seen a Call of Duty beta play like a real beta and not some marketing scam. But people paid early to play this stuff, and unfortunately, I think it should be better polished, and there should be tweaking going on, especially with how frequent Call of Duty has come out. There was a lot of popping in the distance, and there was a lot of glitchy stuff going on, like even weird glitches. I had one where dude, like there were just weird glitches where they weren't responding to the what the hell was it? Like it was a grenade or something, and it was just so weird looking where the guy like glitched in the screen, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was a lot of kind of glitches, and I know it's a beta. We'll give them time, and we'll see how all the stuff irons out, but it wasn't the Modern Warfare I thought it was going to be. And I said, like, Call of Duty is going to go downhill, and this was going to be the Halo Reach of the series, like the swan song. It's more of the ugly duckling right now. I just don't think it's there yet. So hopefully they improve with the feedback. I had some like list up here what they plan on doing, and one of the other things I know is probably on Frogs, so I'll get the Frogs, is the map, and not punishing people for shooting their gun with the red dot stuff on showing up on a map. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, are they game passing this game already? Like, I don't know what's going on. But Frogs, hit us with your dissertation right now. Because you will vent it, man.
Okay. Man, look. First of all, we're going to start with this. For anybody, I don't care who you are, saying it's only beta, stop with the bullshit.
Oh, shit. Frogs called me. I just said I'm all bullshit.
I'm calling anybody out that says it's the beta. Stop with the bullshit.
Oh, damn. Frog called out the host.
Shit. I play Call of Duty every single year. And when you get the beta, what you're pretty much getting is what you're going to get when that game comes out in the next month or two. I've never played a COD beta and been like, oh, it's going to change when the regular game comes out. It's the same mother effing thing, and they do little tweaks. The same thing. So we can't say it's a beta, guys. No. What you're getting, this is not a demo. This is a beta. What you're getting is basically what you're going to get at launch. I see so many people trying to say it's a beta, it's going to be okay. No, they're going to tweak certain things, but what you're getting, look, let me tell you something. You can't change motherfucking map design like this. And just be like, it's a beta, so it's not in 2 months it'll change. No, it's going to be what you get. So here's some of the things I got. And some of it, some people may say that's small, but to me, as a person who plays COD every year, like COD is it's like some people play Madden, some people play 2K. COD is my game that I know I guarantee get every year. I have fun with my friends, right? So these are some of the things I saw that I had to me there were problems. Number one, we already mentioned the footsteps.
Yep.
Yo, we run around with clown shoes on. What the fuck, man? I mean, you could hear you could be. I swear, you could be like playing Dom and you could be at checkpoint B and I can hear your foots already. The other things, I think the maps are broken. There's one map in particular I played on right at the beginning that I kept getting killed. I mean, when I say I was getting fucked up, I was getting fucked up. And I couldn't understand why I was doing so bad. Lo and behold, I'm looking at, I don't look at the kill cam a lot. I'm like, fuck it, let me just keep going. Let me keep going. Something that's told me, look at the fucking kill cam. There's a motherfucker under the map that's killing people.
Oh, I saw that glitch. Yes.
He's in the motherfucking map that's killing me. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did you not fucking catch this? How did you not catch this?
Mm-hmm.
When the loading screen comes on, it's showing there's 7 motherfucking teams that help work on this fucking game. So what I think is there are too many motherfucking cooks in the kitchen.
Too much grab assing going on over there.
Bro, there's something, dude, when you fucking, that boot screen, dude, I got a big gripe with this game. Because that loading screen comes up, you see motherfucking Beanox and Sledgehammer and Treyarch Every motherfucker that worked on COD had worked on this game. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Dude, that's what they've done to Activision. They made every person.
Dude,
Even the janitor's working on the game.
And we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna circle back to round to that.
All right.
Skill-based matchmaking is fucking trash.
You just made the list.
Every time I'm playing a game and I get into a lobby with some cool motherfuckers. This is how COD was back in the day. You got into the lobby with some cool motherfuckers. It didn't matter if they were your team, the opposite team. You played with the same motherfuckers until they left. That shit was fun. That's how most of my friends, I found most of my friends in COD. Because the motherfuckers stayed in that lobby and we just played and we got to know each other, how each other moved. Now it's skill-based matchmaking. Every fucking game, I got a whole fucking new crew people.
Yeah,
it's fucking trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. They need to take that fucking skill-based matchmaking, oh, I want everybody to feel important bullshit out. Get rid of that shit, right?
Yeah.
Third person mode. They need a whole overhaul in that. They need a whole overhaul on that shit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh my god,
it's fucking disorienting.
Yep.
Like, don't call it third person if when I zoom in, my fucking gun goes in the first person.
Yep.
Give me a over the shoulder fucking camera view where I see my guy zoom in with his gun and he's shooting like some SOCOM shit.
Yep.
Don't bring me in the fucking first person. They just added so you could switch fucking shoulders because you couldn't do that shit. The only person in third person mode that should ever fully go into first person mode is a sniper. You should be the only person in the game when you click that left trigger to zoom in. When you're a sniper, you should go on the first person. Everybody else, it should zoom into your shoulder where you get tighter shoulder grip where you can hit a person. So there's no point in playing third person mode if I'm going to go in the fucking first person every time I shoot. I'm telling you, there's a lot of fucking problems.
Yeah, you know what? Like that one, I played that. That mode was absolutely atrocious. And you know what else too? In third person mode, there's no cover system or anything. So you're squatting and you want to kind of snap to cover. You want to a cover system.
Exactly. There's nothing new about it. All you did was make me a fucking bigger target.
Exactly.
There's nothing new about it.
No, but know what else they did with it, Frog, is that they made it cheap. So now you could see more around you and see people sneaking up behind you. So basically, they made it easier for people to see around them.
Jazz, let me tell you something. This game has a potential. That third person mode alone has the potential to really change COD if they really fucking just
did it right.
Tweak it. Okay, snipers, you don't only want to go on the first person. Everybody else is over the shoulder camera view.
I have it shown right here. Like, it is so disorienting.
Motherfuckers really, I'm going to tell you, third person mode is great, will be great for Search and Destroy because it gives you a whole different feel.
Yeah.
You know, I've always felt Search and Destroy doesn't play well in first person. Third person is the way to play. But there's a lot of motherfuckers out here. Oh my God. Okay, let's go on. Yeah. So, the perks. Dead silence should be a perk and not a field upgrade. How the fuck do you have something like dead silence with these loud footsteps as a fucking field upgrade, not a perk? And the perks are fucked, right?
Yeah.
Like I had Ghost on, and how it used to be in Call of Duty when you have Ghost is if you don't move, they can see you. But if you're moving, you have Ghost, they can't see you. Not in this Call of Duty. I put Ghost on. I'm invincible as fuck. I'm really a ghost. So I have motherfuckers just sitting there when I had the UAV up. And I can't see them, and they're fucking just sitting in corners fucking me up. I'm like, what the fuck? If you're not moving, you should be able to be seen. Which brings me to the motherfucking mini-map. Why does the mini-map on this fucking COD, when somebody's shooting unsuppressed, which means you don't have anything on to suppress your weapon fire, why can't I see what direction you're shooting from? If I don't fucking get that. If you're shooting in this game, and you got a mini-map, and you're shooting unsuppressed, I should be able to see the direction. They took a lot of things out of this game that other CODs had, and it's like they just threw this shit together like, here, fuck it. People aren't gonna. The optical sights are another thing. Why are the optical sights so fucking tiny and hard to see out of? They're fucking tiny.
Right? Do you want to hear the Red Dead, the mini-map dot rules? They go here. This is their feedback, right? Currently in the Modern Warfare 2 beta, we only show enemy player dots when a UAV is active. The design reason for this is that we do not want to punish players for firing their weapons. We also we also want players to actively search out the origin of a gunshot
Oh,
versus
my God.
just traveling to where a dot is on the mini map. We continue
Fuck
to
these
gather
guys,
feedback.
man.
We
These
heard
guys.
you on the topic.
There we go. We heard you.
Yeah, but you hear the design reason is that we don't want to punish players for firing their
Oh, so if
weapons.
you're camping and now you're sitting in the corner, you're shooting, I don't want to punish that motherfucker.
No, we don't want to punish the people that are going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, dude, there's so
No
many things.
punishing.
All right, check this out. So we talked about the fucking little ass optical sights. I don't know why when you're in first person, you zoom in, optical sights are fucking tiny. You can't see shit. So I played a game and I was shooting a guy, and I'm running around shooting. I shot this guy and I ran to the left, and this fucking guy shot me. And I'm like, fuck, man, I couldn't even see that guy. It was like I threw he through smoke.
I saw that
When I
too.
went back-
I think
When I went back and
Persona
looked at the
somebody shared
replay,
that. Yeah.
that motherfucker didn't have smoke, but I had smoke. So that happened in a couple of other COD games where his fucking side of the screen, no smoke. My side, he's fucking me up. And it happened a couple of times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? So the enemy won't have smoke, and then you'll get killed. Here's the other thing. What the fuck happened to like name tags when you zoom in on the enemy and you're like, is that a fucking enemy? And their name pops up in red. You're like, it is a motherfucker camping. And you can shoot that. Nope. They try to go so realistic. We want motherfuckers to camp. So when I zoom in into an enemy that's sitting there, and I zoom into that motherfucking head because I think he's camping or head glitching, no name pops up in red. The only names I can see are my fucking teammates. That's a problem because it encourages camping. It really does encourage.
I got another
camping.
answer for you. Target tracking. We've seen the feedback that it's hard to track targets once you get into a firefight. We agree this is an issue, and we have changes incoming to reduce muzzle smoke opacity and increase the visibility of the muzzle flash to help you engage with someone who's firing at you. This changes should be helping with tracking your opponents in combat. We're also investigating, goddamn Inspector Gadget here, more ways to visually differentiate enemies and friendlies outside of the standard nameplates above their heads. We'll be trying a few new changes in weekend 2. More on this week. Dude, if they start coding these sons of bitches in red goddamn outlines like Halo,
Look,
we're going to have a problem.
Well, what you need to do is, if I zoom in, I think I see an enemy who's fucking camping there, and I zoom in on him, he don't see me, that fucking red name marker should appear. I'm like, that is a motherfucking camper. But, my whole thing is you're encouraging motherfuckers to sit down on their fucking dick.
And camp. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And no one else, too, increasing the muzzle flash. What is that going to do? Then all you're going to do is put a silencer on, you fix that. Now you're still silent.
Yeah, exactly. Or a flash suppressor. So,
yeah, a flash suppressor.
Like I said,
exactly.
I got the smoke for this game. So, the jump and grab mechanic. I don't know if anybody experienced it, but like I was jumping mantling across a wall, and I fucking got I fucking couldn't get across the wall. I was like, why the fuck am I hanging there? And I got killed. I'm like, dude, there's been a couple of times where I'm like trying to jump and grapple over the motherfucking wall, and I'm hanging on the fucking wall, and I'm like I'm penciling, and I get killed. I'm like, what the fuck is this? When are you ever gonna use this in the game?
Yeah.
When are we really going to use it where we're hanging from something and shooting motherfuckers? And I know, Kyle, what they're going to do. They're going to put this bullshit, hey, you get 3 hanging kills. Who the fuck wants to do that? There was one board where there's a specific alleyway, right?
Yeah.
And if you go down that alleyway, you're dead, right? So what I did was I jumped and hung on the wall, reached over with my fucking automatic pistol, just waited for motherfuckers, and just gave it to them. There's so many problems with this game. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh,
all right,
God.
Let's go on. Weapon variations. There's a problem with weapon variations. I had a big problem with this because, for instance, M4. Now I'm a weapon. If most people don't know, I'm retired military, 20 years. I'm a weapon connoisseur. I own a lot of weapons, so I understand upper receivers, mid receivers, that stuff. Lower receivers are basically the same for most variants of weapons, but it's upper receiver and mid guts that are different, right? So I understand if you got an M4 and an M16, they're basically similar weapons. It's that upper receiver that's the big difference. But what they did in this game is, and to me, what's kind of fucked up is, you got an assault rifle there, but then you got your M4 and you got your M16 right next to it. Why put that right there when it's a variant of it? When you could have put a FAMAS, you could have put an ACR, you could have put a SCAR, you could have put any other motherfucking assault rifle there, and just made the M4 there. And then when I go to submachine gun, guess what? The Hurricane, which I like to call the Huracan, the Hurricane,
yeah.
which it was a submachine gun variant of the M4, is right there. So you're fucking giving me, in a sense, they're acting like you're giving me more because I got all these variants, but you're putting that motherfucker in different slots in there. No bullshit.
Wait, is that so? Is that the gun thing? Is that the when you
so like the gunsmith? It's really kind of fucked up. Like, so say for instance, I got an M4 and I'm fucking working on that weapon, and you can change the upper receiver and the mid out, right, to create different kind of variants: a heavy machine gun, a submachine gun, a battle rifle. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is literally in the menu. You're taking up a space. Like, for instance, so assault rifle, I got an M4, but sitting right next to that is a variant of that M4 that I can already do is the M16. Don't put that M16 in that assault rifle fucking that's a variant of the M4. Put another motherfucking weapon there. Put a FAMAS there.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's like, don't fucking, don't fucking piss on me.
So they created their classes. It doesn't make sense. They created their classes.
They created a fucking clusterfuck. The gunsmith is fucked up.
Well, because the really whole point is that they don't want you to grind each gun. They want you to grind the class, and then you just unlock all the guns, and then you get and then you're grinding for the attachments of all the guns in that class. Is that how it works?
Similar, yeah. So here's a couple. I got 3 more things, and I'm just gonna let it be. These maps. Well, I got 4. These maps to me, and we're gonna see when this happens. And mark my word, I guarantee I'm calling it now. Frogzadamus. These maps are like Warzone sections that are copy and pasted from Warzone 2. Because when I watch Warzone, then play Warzone, I saw some of the same fucking maps that I'm playing on now in Warzone. And I guarantee they focus on Warzone 2 more than they focus on this game. So these maps don't feel like they're, and I'm gonna tell you why. We are running around a map and you have like fucking streaks that are fucking air support streaks. You really don't get kills. You really don't fucking get, because every map you're inside buildings and shit. So and then here's the other thing. I got a chopper gunner. And I fucking can't move my chopper where I need to. I'm like, this chopper gunner is fucking something. Is it on autopilot? Gunner. It just sits there in one spot. Well, I got my chopper gunner get shot down. I go back and I'm looking at the guy that shot me down. My blades aren't even spinning. My chopper gunner is just sitting there.
That's a glitch, right? Yeah,
it's fucking, dude, this game is fucked up. And so many people who haven't fucking playing it got so many fucktard fucking opinions about it. I can't stand when I hear a motherfucker, oh, you didn't say it because Xbox is fine, Activision. Motherfucker, get off your fucking high fucking fanboy horse.
Oh my God. They think that Microsoft money is saving everything.
Dude, I play COD every motherfucking year, and I'll probably mock most of the motherfuckers who don't play it. I can't stand these motherfucking fan fuckboys who think that I have a problem with it because fucking Xbox or Microsoft is buying Activision. I don't give a fuck about that. I like COD for what it is. When this game has a problem, say it.
I know. But you know what, Frog? The thing is, too, is that when did this, I'm telling, this Activision deal, I'm not saying Microsoft had anything to do with it, but I told you, I said this back when it happened.
Not right about this game,
as soon as Microsoft put the notion that they wanted to buy Activision, I said what happens. I've been through, mergers and all this other stuff. It is hands down. Like, nobody's doing anything. Everybody's just waiting to see what happens. That's exactly what happened. This whole year is a lame duck. That's exactly what's going on.
You and me have been calling this. As soon as this beta came out and I started playing it and I had anything negative to say because I primarily play on PlayStation, dude, I had a lot of people in my fucking comments coming at me about fucking acquisitions. And what the fuck does the acquisition got to do with this fucking
they're the Activision war. They're the lawyers on the internet.
I'm like, and you know what's so funny? Most of these motherfuckers don't even play COD.
That's what they are.
They don't play COD.
They don't.
Shout out.
And they're the ones championing the Activision deal to get COD exclusive. That's the hilarious part about it.
Shout out to people like Kid Smooth, and I'm gonna call him out right because I call it Smooth. You could call a duck with duck. Shout out to people like Kid Smooth who just want shit on their platform, even if they don't play it, just to say they have shit. That is a
He's honest
fucktard
about
mentality.
that.
You cannot do shit like that because I'm sorry, you have to be a delusional motherfucker just to want something, even if you yourself don't even fucking want it.
But Frog, you see, all year, Frog, all year it was about Activision and Call of Duty. They don't even play Call of Duty. They just want it in their feather in the cap. And the thing is that I said, as soon as the acquisition talk started, lame duck mode, dude. Everybody said, hands off, ass grabbing right there. Hands up, no grabbing ass. And they didn't do shit. They took whatever anybody was working on anything, and they said, hey, you could do something. Draw a gun. Draw a bush over there. We're going to put everybody working on this Call of Duty because we really don't. Guess what, guys?
Thank you.
Dude, they got $77 billion coming their way next year. You think they need Call of Duty to sell billions to keep the doors open? No. They got daddy's cash check, dude.
Hey,
they got the money.
$30 company behind them, man.
Yeah, they got a $77 billion check for ass grabbing. You think they need Call of Duty to fly off shells, dude? They're gonna phone it in.
I just don't get
and move
on. I don't get why when you can literally, especially when you're a fan of something. It's the same with Halo. Like, we were fans of Halo. I'm a huge fan of
when
Halo.
people tell me, it's the best Halo
out,
ever. I'm like,
why would you call something out where people shit on you just because you primarily play? That's a fucktard mentality. Now, here's my last thing. Here's my last thing. This is the very last thing. And this is going to fucking... I'll say this for last because some people are not going to understand me. Once again, let me preface this statement with, I did 20 years in the military. I did 7 fucking combat tours. I've seen my share of shit. I ain't gonna sit here and go through all of it, but I'm a real one. I ain't no fake guy here, right? There's a lot of shit when I look at COD, for instance, especially this COD and last CODs, but especially this COD, when I booted it up and I saw the fucking operators, I said, I already knew what they were going. They're pandering to certain shit. Look, the reality is a soldier could be a man, a woman, whatever you want to say, binary. It could be whatever the fuck, as long as you can fucking shoot, move, and communicate. Bottom line, right? Do your motherfucking job. But there's certain things when I see it that I'm like, yo, I don't understand why you got this character in here or why you got this person looking like this, and it's pandering. So, and I'm gonna tell you this: my sister-in-law has a condition, right? Vertigo. Like Michael Jackson, your skin changes, colors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they got this character in there, black female, and she has this condition. My problem with that is, there's my problem with it, and people are not gonna understand me. You cannot serve in the military with this condition. It's immune deficiency. So when you put a character in a game like this, you kind of say, you can serve if you've already served and you get this condition. Okay, yes, but you cannot actively join the military with a condition like this. And so my whole thing is, you put a character like that, and I'm like, yo, I've never seen a character like this. And it's not that I don't want people who have this condition to be, put on the forefront. I just kind of say, where were you going with this? Where are you really going with this? What part of the community said we really need a person who has this skin condition? That's like a person, and I don't want to preface into any other condition out there. But what I'm saying is, like,
so you saying it's taking the real, like,
what I'm saying is this is supposed to be a tactical military shooter, and you're putting a person in. You're like, oh, this person has vertigo, and they have this skin condition. I'm like, wait a minute. My whole time serving, the only people that ever I've known to have are people who got it while they were in, because you cannot join the military with this skin condition. So my whole thing is, like, some of this shit
it's a lack of serotonin in the skin, like that. It's
right. Yes.
Yeah.
And like my uncle had it, and my uncle,
my brother had some of it.
My uncle looked like a complete white man, and he, you know what I'm saying? And he looked. You couldn't tell he wasn't a white man. It helped us because we would go places with them and kind of fucked up saying it, but he lived in the UK, so when we go places with them, they wouldn't fuck with us as young children. But what I'm saying is, this is when you do stuff like this, you have to think on a bigger you're putting a person like this in the military
But
type of
you
a
see
shooter.
what I
And
understand
it's
what you're
like,
saying, but you know what?
this is my thought process. Is just we're just doing this for inclusion, or we're doing this because we're really trying to teach people about the condition. Teach
Well,
people
no,
about
they're
the
not
condition is
teaching
one
people
thing. Look,
no.
teach people about the condition, but a lot of the shit they do is for inclusion, and I don't like that shit. Just don't put a person there to include it and not fucking
Well,
have
that's what
some kind of
everybody's
concept
doing
behind
now,
it.
dude. But you know what I find is a little it's a little sly on everything is and it goes right to this mini map dot stuff. This whole punishing players for firing their weapons, this kind of like this marketing to a casual player to try to lure in and know what it's incredible. It reminds me of the gambling. And it reminds me exactly like of Vegas and Atlantic City,
Thank
where
you.
they got the
Jazz.
big
Thank you.
lights. It looks like
Thank
a
you.
fun place to walk into. And you know what? It's deceiving as shit. Because what they
Yep.
want you to do is walk in there with ignorance and spend money. And I feel
Oh,
like gaming is doing this.
Yo, Geo knowing gaming, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. This man said,
So
"What do
I
go
feel
catch a camouflage?"
I feel that
This
like
fucking guy,
they
man, you dickhead.
they are using gaming like a billboard, like a big neon billboard, and by putting like this whole like we're friendly, we're here for everybody, we're making everybody happy. The two bill everybody come on in. It's nice and warm in here. And then when they get you, they lock the doors behind you and they start grabbing at your wallet. I feel that gaming is becoming sinister and deceptive, and they're doing this with games by saying, "Oh, we're opening the doors to everybody, inclusion. We're doing everybody from the non-gamer to the extreme gamer. We're accommodating you all. Come on in. Sit by the fireplace while I pickpocket all the money out of you because you don't even know where the hell you are." And that's the problem I'm having is that this stuff, I understand trying to reach a broader audience, but they're reaching a broader audience for purposes of getting them to get suckered into buying cosmetics, just like that third person. You think that third person is done because it's a real third person, right? Dude? It's done because they want you to buy all the cosmetics because they see Fortnite. And they see Fortnite with their dudes dancing and wearing costumes. Why am I going to buy a Terminator skin when the game is in first-person mode? No, let's put third person.
You played Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. You played Vanguard, right?
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Ghost played Vanguard. And if Ghost or you know this, and I'm gonna say this, and this has to get you a laugh. They got a motherfucking weapon in there, and when you get shot, it's super powerful. It turns you to a fucking anime glyph. I'm like, why the fuck is this in a World War II-ish game? You know why? Because it's pay to win. That fucking weapon is powerful as fuck. Anybody play Vanguard knows they got some of those pay-to-win weapons that will fuck you up.
Yeah.
You can't compete against them.
They got the goddamn liquid Terminator in there. He kind of blends in with the surroundings.
Look, and Jeff, I'm all for the shits, right? I'm all for nostalgia. But come on, at some point you got to say we probably should put this in the game because we're gonna fuck the game up.
I think what they do need is they need a kind of an arcade mode, and they need.
Did you say Ghost? I'm sorry.
Like realistic. Yeah, Ghost. Sorry, man. Yeah, what were you saying?
Jeff was talking. What was that gun in Modern Warfare? Dragon's Breath. That shotgun they shot.
Yes.
What the fuck are we doing here, man?
Dude, hey, that gun would fuck you up no matter what. How could you?
It was a shotgun, wasn't it? That thing. It was a modded shotgun.
Had like area effect and everything else. I was like,
get the hell out of here.
And let me ask you a question, Goes. I guarantee when somebody had that gun, they shot you, you felt cheated. But when you pick that bitch up after you killed them, you like, yo, I see why they got this bitch.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, it just gave you an unfair advantage.
Exactly.
That one gun that like turns you into Rubik's cubes.
Yeah.
And guess what, guys? Where is the third person Call of Duty in? Where did they pull that from?
Yes.
Guess where they pulled it from? The fucking mobile game.
The mobile game. Yeah.
Mobile Call of Duty got the third person mode because you're using two fat ass thumbs and a strap on maybe to play that goddamn game. And that's where they got it from. They're taking the stuff that they're seeing with Call of Duty Mobile and they're putting it in your game. That's what they're doing.
The biggest fan base is going to play that fucking Warzone game.
They see the mobile stuff, dude. They see
mobile.
Yeah. They see the stuff that they're getting over on the mobile, and they want to implement it here in the console and their mainstay. It's you know what? It's amazing. What's amazing is the companies that are just, man, Phil sniffs them out. That's all I'm saying, man. He knows how to smell out a booty.
Look,
So, man,
here's another thing, too. Here's another thing. You guys that don't play COD and say COD is the same COD every year, like, if you truly say COD is the same, you don't play COD. And I'm going to tell you why. When people say COD is the same game every year, and when I hear people who don't play COD, especially for those people who don't play COD, you can tell people who don't play COD, because COD really isn't the same game every year, right? Activision and the studios have tried to give you different Call of Duties, and you guys will fucking bitch and whine because you can't get good at Advanced Warfare. People bitch and whine, oh, Advanced Warfare, I can't stand it. It's too different. I want boots on the ground. You motherfuckers don't know what the fuck you want. That's why they give you the shit you get. And then you bitch and whine, it's the same every year, it's the same every year. Like, Advanced Warfare was the first Call of Duty that actually was unique. And motherfuckers didn't want to get good, and they bitched and whined about it. And then what did they do to you? They said, fuck it, we're going to give you wall running. Then you guys said, we don't want wall running. Fucking 2 iterations, that fucking Black Ops 3 and then fucking Infinite Warfare. We don't want wall running. Then they brought back boots to the ground. We don't want World War II. Well, they brought this back. We don't want this. So you guys don't know what the fuck you want. So it's either one or two things. COD sells it good every year because the motherfuckers who actually play it are like, yo, we gotten good at it. Or there's this motherfuckers who are randomly just gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. Well, we're only on topic 1. Over 200 people in here live. Hit that like button. We got Who Are You? A member for 11 months, grinding in the Grindhouse. Let me see 200 free likes for the grinders. Thank you so much. And he had the Holy Spirit activate, and we can close the Call of Duty conversation.
Sorry to be so long with you. I won't be as long.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh, no. Holy Spirit, activate.
God bless Call of Duty. Activate. We'll see what happens.
Activate.
Yeah,
they're like, we heard you, and we'll think about it after we make our money on the fools that we're going to get on day 1. Thank you so much, Who Are You, for being a VIP member for 11 months. When it comes to it, guess what, guys? We're almost a year of the Grindhouse, Gaming Grindhouse, from when we hit 1,000 subs. It's crazy. So it's just about a year. So we got the VIPs coming up to almost a year anniversary. So shout out to everybody who's been here since the day 1 of when the VIP program started here. But Frogs had his list, and
sorry about being so long with you.
We're gonna get through the rest of the topics, grinders. Don't worry, we're gonna be fast because the next topic is gonna be real quick. And for the PC folk in the chat, listen, I have nothing against you. I'm a PC owner as well. I'm a friend, a part of the family. But I gotta tell you, man, there's some Nvidia ness. The 4,000 series graphics cards are coming out. Oh, goodness gracious, grinders. We got the new announced today, Nvidia RTX 4000. Do not disappoint.
Made the list.
Hey, what's up, Toolman55? Remember, for 8 months, says, congrats, Jez, on all the success. Herman Holtz splits. So, next topic. Here we go. And thank you so much, Toolman. The tools have always been here. Xbox still waiting on the tools, but we got them. Don't tell anybody. We got the tools here. We had them for over 8 months. We got the tools. Nvidia RTX 4000 releases. They got the 4090. Is it better than the 33,000 series? Double the power! Dude. Here comes Nvidia with their charts. They're flexing. They come up with their own charts. And guess what, Grant? You think the power of ray tracing, we're at the 4000 series. They want $1,600 for this stuff. They want all this money for Nvidia stuff. Let's see what cutting-edge games are they using to demonstrate the power of the 4000 series graphics cards. They're going to cost you an arm and a leg, but sorry for $10 extra on games. We are going to tell you, let's use the wonderful game that's about 20 fucking years old, Portal, because why not? Let's use Portal to demonstrate the power of the 4000 series, $1,600 goddamn dollar graphics cards. Why are we not going to? Let's use Portal. Look at this. We're turning ray tracing on Portal. My God. Oh my God. Can't wait. Shiny asses all over the place. What are we doing here? PC dudes, is this your king? Is this your king? I need to know. I need some clarity on this.
And what kills me about that, Jez, is like these PC dudes, Xbox refugees, whatever you want to call them, they're the same guys complaining about that $10 fucking dollars.
$10, dude. They want to play Portal with shiny asses on it.
Same dude's talking about, oh my God, the PlayStation upgraded the price $50, but you motherfuckers are buying graphics cards every other as soon as a new one comes out. Fuck out of here with that.
Coming November for Portal owners, dude. Not even Portal 2, the first Portal.
Oh shit!
A Portal. The first Portal that came out with the red box.
I didn't know it was the first one. Oh shit!
That's what they're using. RTX on and RTX off. That's what they're using.
Like it's hard to do it on that game.
And DLSS 3, which is hilarious, is that, let me think about something. I heard that PC gaming, it's all native, native this, native that, and now we're using finesse. We're using basically technically checkerboarding, DLSS. So what are you doing? Oh, well, things in the distance are rendered in a different resolution than the things in this thing. So we're using trickery here. I thought everything on PC is power, native, native, native. But we got DLSS now 3.0. I guess 1.0 and 2.0 and 2.5 and 2.9 weren't satisfying enough. We need 3.0 right now. What are we doing right now? So we got more finessing. We got DLSS, the third iteration of finessing. Goddamn the Matrix right here. This is what we're doing. DLSS. I think that's finessing right there. Why can't you just, with all this power and 12 gigabytes of goddamn video RAM and shit, why can't you render everything in native 4K, blast the frame rate, and do it if you're so powerful? Goddamn Portal 1? What happened? I need to know. Why are we using finessing moves with DLSS 3.0 technology where we're adjusting resolutions and checkerboarding and dynamic this and dynamics? What are we doing here?
Hey, Andrew Clay, if you want to come in here, man, you're more than welcome.
I need answers. What are we doing here? I need explanations. I think they could have used a different game. Goddamn Portal. With Steam summer sales, I think this game is 99 cents. This is what I'm going to use. Honey, get in here. I just spent $17,000. $17,000 on this goddamn PC. Get in here, honey. Oh, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to turn ray tracing off. I'm going to turn... Oh, my God. Look at the shiny walls. Yeah. And what's hilarious is that let's use Portal. No combat. No multiplayer. No outside environments. No multiple enemies on screen, no special effects of explosions or smoke or none of this stuff. Plain old ass Portal. A free game in the orange box.
A puzzle tech demo?
A puzzle tech demo, basically. Portal's a goddamn tech demo. This is what you use. This I thought you'd think so. You're telling people $1,600. 4090s, TIs, X's, O's.
They would impress me. Use that shit in The Witcher 3.
Exactly. Wow. Even that game's old too. Shit, use that goddamn thing in a Spider-Man.
But my whole thing is like, what would be impressive is use this shit in some modern games. I think that,
man.
And look, I'm not a PC guy, but I think that a lot of times when you see shit like this, it's kind of one of those things that. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, it's a talking point. You know, it's an investor talking point. And I get it, right? But the reality is, you know, how many people are really going to be able to use
Look at the difference, dude. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. See, the thing is that everybody complained about a $70 remastered of Last of Us Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
And, now they're justifying a expensive GPU with Portal?
No, it's not. It's not worth it.
Like, there's so many games on PC. Really there's billions of games. Why are they using this? And again, like, you look at it, it's like Portal with RTX. Like, where's Minecraft for ray tracing, dude? Like you know, what's going on with that? Like, did we get that? Is that because remember they teased that with Nvidia with ray tracing,
right? Right. Which, look, I'm not going to shit on Portal because I do like Portal.
No, it's a good game, but Frog, you're telling me a 1700.
Right. I was just about to say I like the orange box, and I'm not gonna lie and act like
No, this is a great game. I'm just saying, like, if you're
right.
gonna tell me,
I get what you're saying.
you buy a graphics card to get stuff out of modern gaming, like you're
Right,
asking a
but your
4,000
game of
series.
choice is Portal.
Yeah, like here's Rachel. Like you
Yeah, I
should
get
be
what you're saying.
showing, like you should be showing more current games using, because that's the whole point. Is that you hit a certain threshold of like, hey, this game I want it to run this way. Let me use. And not saying that the graphics card can't do that, but
Right.
it's just like
Here's the thing, Jazz, and I know Ghost will probably agree with me. How many people are actually going to be able to fully utilize this thing when most people can't even do ray tracing? When you sit there and you look at the Steam stats of what people are playing and all that, most people are still playing in 1080p. So how many people are really going to be able to effectively use the tools that they're providing? That's the other thing.
I don't
Like when I hear PC people talk, and I know Ghost and you probably can agree to this, the majority, let's just say the majority of PC people aren't playing in 4K. I would say most people are still playing at maybe 1080p, 1440p, because they're going for that high frame rate. So 4K is not even on there. They don't care about 4K. They don't care about HDR. They don't care about ray tracing. All these words that we hear, I can honestly say that it's more of a console thing. Like HDR definitely to me, because I realized that even getting a PC, like you may not get HDR in some of your games, or in any game that you really want to play, and
here it is right here, the 4090.
Yeah, I don't.
1599.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get who is this for? That's what I gotta say.
I don't know. I see people like, I'm holding off on it. You think $15.99 like for a 4090? Like, what do we do? Like,
dude, that's a down payment for a nice car.
Jesus.
What kills me also is like, when you talk to the PC, I guess, crowd, everybody got a 3090.
Everybody got them. Wait, what about the 3090 Ti? This thing shits on a 3090 Ti.
And I'm like, dude, come on, man, stop the cap. Like, everybody.
Dude, that is a very small part of the PC gaming space. If you got a 3090, you are a very small part. When you go, dude, you can go look at this shit on Steam. It's not like you have to lie. They tell you what people are like playing with. Most people, people are still playing with their 1080s. Like they fucking don't. They're playing with the 2080s, the 2060s. And that's why I look at the PC market. I'm like,
the Coon 85 got two of them. He said, "Oh, when you hit the notify button twice." He's like,
I'm not mad at that. My whole thing is like, if you're jumping into the PC space, of course you want to buy the best, whatever. Most people in that space that are still fucking playing Roblox and whatever else they're playing, CS:GO. They don't need a fucking 3090. You don't need a 3090 to play CS:GO.
Like, look at that. Like, imagine spending, like, this is what they're showing, ray tracing on and off of Portal. Like, imagine spending $1,600 and saying, I got Portal, and look at this. Like, yeah, it looks better, but, like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, is it $1,600 better?
No. Look, they added some blue over here.
Here's the other thing, not to mention, what kind of monitor are you planning on? Are you planning on an OLED? Are you planning on an LCD? Are you planning on LED? There's a lot of there's so many variables to this thing. It's like your mileage may vary.
What game is this?
It just blows my mind.
Cyberpunk. They're showing Cyberpunk running at 85 frames a second instead of 22.
I'm like, I don't need to laugh for Cyberpunk. I love the game. But come on, man. You probably should have picked a different game. With
ray tracing on it, Cyberpunk, it's running at 22 frames.
Wait. Let me ask you a question, because I feel like this. I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Has Cyberpunk become Crysis? Can it run Cyberpunk? You know how that people's back in the day.
Dude, can Cyberpunk run Cyberpunk? I don't know.
Exactly. I'm thinking like, is Cyberpunk that Crysis? Is it today's Crysis? Did you not? Yeah. Can it run Cyberpunk?
I just think, dude, like, creativity wise, you can never have enough power. Definitely, I agree with that. But like, for 8K, oh yeah, here we go. 8K HDR gaming. Connect and play and capture and watch brilliant HDR resolutions up to 8K.
Yeah. At 30
watch.
frames.
You're not playing that shit. You're watching it.
You're not. Yeah, I'm about to say that shit is some years away.
And look, a resizable bar. Oh, advanced, dude. Look, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, most people are just fucking establishing the 4K as the standard, and we're talking about 8K.
I don't know, man. And then next year you're gonna see this chart, and it's gonna be the 4090 Ti-X gonna be the gray bar, and the 5090 is gonna be the green bar. There it is. Like this is what they do.
Jazz, who is this for?
Yeah.
Who really is this for? With the money you're gonna spend, if you can spend that much money on this fucking card, then apparently you fucking can spend this much money on a badass monitor, a badass PC setup.
Well,
that means
liquid cooling.
That means your house.
It's a flex.
That means the
dude.
house that you live in is a couple $1 million.
It's a flex.
Easy. Because I don't see the point of buying this shit on an everyday average gaming scale. You don't need this shit.
Like, I think they would have been better off, like, showing. I like when they show middle of the road GPU.
You barely need a 3090, in my opinion. You can stick with that 2080. You'll probably be fine for years to go. I'm gonna be honest, and I use my example as Black Bond. Black Bond, I look at what he was planning on for the years to come, and I was like, shit, this man was actually living good, and he was eating, and I respect that because he realized, like, I don't fucking really need to upgrade to anything unless it's a drastic different. This man played with a 2080 fucking.
Oh, here's the 4080. Let's see how much
a 1080. He played with a 1080 forever. And I was like, I can respect that. At least, he understood, like, these are the games I play, and this is what I'm going to play at. And Frog, he played at what most people played, 1080p, 1440.
Well, yeah, you want the higher frames. But, Frog, let me tell you, if $15.99 for the 4090 is not for you, I got something for you. How about the 4080 at 16 gigabytes at $11.99? Or if that's still too much, I got an even better deal for you. The 480 12 gigabyte starting at $8.99. Frog, do we have a deal?
Oh, shit. Hey,
Let me show you my chart. Let me show you what I can do here.
You sound like Phil Spencer trying to sell me snake oil on Game Pass.
Do I sound like Phil Spencer in Japan? That's what I sound like.
Hey, you sound like Phil.
But Frog, you can play Cyberpunk at 85 frames per second instead of 22.
And the thing is, next year there'll be a 5090 series and a 5080.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what I said. This chart will be inversed. That's what they do. Nvidia is just a scammer. And also, too, I don't think
only they're buying it if it comes with Game Pass.
And oh my God, know what else is interesting too is that I think that they are running out of shit. Like DLSS and ray tracing is the big thing for the 40,000 series. Like it's a skip. Like you need to have some better tech. Like I'm not saying it's not bad tech. It's probably better than 3000. But like, dude, like have something more substantial and not using ray tracing and Portal as the flex for this system. Like I'm sorry. Like I think that was pretty lame. Portal and Cyberpunk. Like, dude, like what are we doing here? And they're still pushing ray tracing. And I think the reason why is because ray tracing really didn't take off. Like I think everybody thought. I think it's a big tech term. I don't see anybody really pushing for ray tracing in games.
Agree.
And whenever you see ray tracing, everybody turns it off. I don't think it's that great. Like having a PC capable of ray tracing, even ray tracing in the PlayStation games in this generation, I think ray tracing is overrated. I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of resources.
Shit. Somebody said I said Game Pass. You know what you got to do, Jess.
Oh shit. And we're
I
showing
forgot.
Portal. But I don't know if Portal's in Game Pass, so I'm gonna have to take this down. And actually, does it take us into the next topic? Oh, no, it doesn't.
It does.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does.
It does. Yes, it does.
Oh, shit, it does.
Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like El Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Smash 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. Because they're all on Game Pass.
Laziest thumb this side of the world. Philness in Japan. Oh my goodness. Talk about a week. Talk about a week. Talk about a week. The face of Game Pass right there. Man, if Phil didn't look like he was photoshopped with all the Japanese developers in these photos, man, it was a struggle trying to see. You could see the business finesse going on with Phil Ness in Japan. He went over there and, he tried to trigger some ponies by sitting awkwardly with Hideo Kojima. Hideo's like, who's this dude? And Phil's like, Game Pass, bitch. And Phil Ness went over to Japan, talking a lot of fluff, talking about partnerships, talking about all the things. Very awkward. Everybody looks like they don't want to be there. Phil went over there with his pin, Xbox for President. Philzilla. Dude. The shit that came out of this Phil Ness's mouth, man. Holy shit. Andrew Clay, is that your thumbs up right there? Is that your thumbs up? What is that, a half a nub? Look at that, 2 inches? Strap on for you. Oh, shit, pause. Here we go. Phil Ness in Japan.
Shit.
Hey, man. That's what they need, man. Just the tip. Just the tip, Phil. He's like, I'm going to do a thumbs up. I'm just going to do the tip. All right, Phil, just give him the tip. They gave him the tip. We got to get close to examination. We need the grinds cam. Grinds cam. That's okay, Andrew Clay. You can get this thumb in your ass. Oh, shit. Dude, there it is. The grinds cam. We did some Digital Foundry analytics. Let me explain this thumbs up there. This thumbs up here signifies a person that...
That fucking thumb.
This signifies a person that really don't give a shit. A person that said, I need to make this a business trip so I can expense this to Satya Nadella. He really didn't want to go to Japan. But he had to go there and pretend that he wanted to be there. And so he gave a thumbs up for the camera, just enough, just to show that, like, yeah, I'm pretending to give a shit here. And if you look at the way the hand is, it shows that he's uncertain whether he should be really, really expressing his excitement here, or he should be very subtle, because he don't have shit to show anybody. He got no games over there in Japan, and he's trying to pose like he gives a shit. So if you look at this, you can see the resolution on the thumb is coming in at around a 720p or maybe 900p. That's kind of Phil's number right there. That's a 900p thumb. You can see a little bit of the tessellation of his elbow right there. This is Grinds Foundry. We did this Grinds Cam. It's a very low effort thumbs up. And if you look at Kojima, yeah, we're gonna go over here and look at the we gotta do another Grindzilla here, another Grinds analytics. If you look at the Kojima thumbnail, the thumb, as we zoom in with the Grinds Cam, we look at this and we analyze this. This shows a thumbs up of confidence. This shows up a thumbs up of somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. This thumbs up says, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm making sure people know what I'm doing. I know my job. He don't know what's going on, but this thumbs up shows he knows what's going on. He knows what he's going to deliver, and he knows the confidence of his studio. Thumbs up in the Grindhouse chat. Hit that like button, Grinders. We're almost at 100 likes, 200 people. Andrew Clay can't keep it straight right now. He wants to sit on that Phil Spencer thumb. It gets him off. Oh, shit. Anyway, we'll go back to thumbs analysis. It shows confidence. And luckily, we are not wearing a Game Pass pin here.
Oh, shit. Fucking sit on and rotate.
Oh,
Sideways.
shit. Oh! Hey! Cleaning the Grindhouse. And I think the sitting over here, like, if he wasn't photoshopped in, there's definitely, as Persona would say, there probably is some stench coming in here. They probably opened up a couple of windows, go, who farted? What does that smell? And they're like, you know what? I'm sorry, that's my driver. That's my driver, Matt Booty. Oh shit, there he is. Phil went into the Kojima Studios. He was like, open up some goddamn windows. What the hell's going on in here? He's shopping Game Pass. One thing I didn't see Phil have over here is a friggin' controller in his hand, but he had a lame-ass thumbs up. But anyway, what did he say, though, man? Because he went over there. Where is the Phil Ness? Where's the Phil Ness quotes? Here it is. Yo, man. Dude came back. Well, game night 1, 2, 3 with a 5. He goes, I've seen comments for people on Twitter saying all these Japanese games on Xbox reminds me of the 360 days. They're happy about old game ports. Dude, amen to that. Shout out to the game night. Phil comes out here, T-Rex arms and all, talking about these great partnerships. I've had these great partnerships. You know, I went into Sega, asked if I could took a dump. I came out of their headquarters, and then I got a whole bunch of Xbox podcasts saying I'm going to buy Sega. It's going to be glorious. You know, let me just take a shit. Let me just go take a shit over at Sega headquarters. I'll walk out of there. Somebody will take a picture of me coming out of Sega headquarters. I just had to use the bathroom, but they'll think that I'm buying them, and great deals are coming. So when I say I have great partnerships with Japan, they'll think that I'm buying Sega and all this other stuff. He comes out there with old recycled games coming to his Game Pass service. This is not partnerships in Japan. What he did with the 360, making new games, is something. But this is just par for the course, dude. He got a garbage dump, and somebody got somewhere to dump those games. And that's where it is. He got a big hole, and somebody got to fill it up. And that's where he's getting these games. These games are not doing shit. These games have seen their day. They are just sitting on the digital shelf. And Phil Ness is coming over because he has that stench smell. And he's like, you got anything you want to throw me? Throw me a bone, like a goddamn poor dog looking up at the owner going, please, sir, do you have any food for my Game Pass? And he looks up and basically they're throwing him scraps. Here you go, Phil. Yeah, this game is 3 years old. Ni no Kuni remastered. They liked it 4 years ago. Put it in Game Pass. And then he comes out there with the T-Rex arms and the green background going, I got amazing deals coming your way, everybody. I sat out the door of Kojima Studios begging, please, can I have some more? And they gave me a 5-year-old game that I'm going to put in Game Pass. Andrew Clay, go play those games. What are you talking about? Phil's big in Japan. Pause. Oh, shit. But anyway, we're not playing these games. So don't you think, we're not done. Phil's not done, guys. He quote, Xbox remains open to further acquisitions as it strives to be a major player. Dude wants to buy up everybody. This is what we're doing here? He's not done. He has $77 billion on the table. He's not done yet. Let me ask you how many games they got coming out this year, bitches. Yeah. What is it? Well, Andrew's going to respond. He's not done spending money. Tell me how many games he got coming out. You getting a little nubby, a little Phil Spencer nubby talking about Pentiment? Is that getting you a little nubby, a little Phil nubby? Maybe Scorn. We're talking about dicks. Why not? Scorn's out there. Get some alien cock slapping around your face. You getting a little excited for that? Is that what you got? Well, maybe that classic Crossfire X. Maybe that one. Oh shit, Booty got some comments. Dude got nothing. They got nothing. Oh, and by the way, how's Starfield doing? Phil went to Japan. Did you hear anything about Starfield? Well, he forgot? You got Deathloop. Oh shit, they got Deathloop. There we go. They got Deathloop. Without the haptics. Jesus, that game sucked with the haptics. Holy shit. With the haptic control, the control couldn't even save that game. Now they got nothing. And then he went to Japan.
Now obviously going to be looking at.
And here it is. Phil Ness. Here he comes, guys. Get ready. Where is he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got something for you.
3 years isn't enough in terms of providing for Call of Duty, and it's something that the regulators are now
Andrew, this
obviously
is for you,
going to be
baby.
looking at. Can you not just provide that clarity and just say, hey, we'll make it available in perpetuity?
Yeah, I can't talk a ton about where we are in regulatory just because of the mechanism that is. You know, I've said out there publicly to our fans and our customers, which is where our strongest commitment is, that our expectation is that we'll continue to ship Call of Duty on PlayStation and other places where people see, and hopefully expand the number of places that people are playing all of our games. That's been our goal. We put the player at the center, and through technologies like cloud, through shipping day and date on PC, our expectation is the games that we're building will be played by more players going forward. And that's our goal with all the games that we're building today.
No shit.
But you understand the fear, right, considering with Bethesda and then making a raft of the titles exclusive, that
Game
Sony's probably having
over.
thinking that this is going to be round 2 when it does come to that in terms of Activision's IP.
You know, exclusivity of titles has been something that's just been a backbone of our industry for an awful long time.
Yes,
We
I
made
would like to have a
move few
refund.
years ago that when we ship our games, we're going to ship them on console and PC. We obviously make them available to almost anybody with a web browser today. You can go to xbox.com/play and play our games via the cloud. So we're about giving access to our games to more players going forward. That's our goal. So when we think about exclusivity for us, we're going to have exclusive titles on Xbox. We do today. It's part of our platform to drive affinity for what we do. But we want those games to end up being played by more players than they've ever been played before. And we build for us. We're going to have exclusive titles on Xbox. We do today. It's part of our platform.
Yeah. About right. Exclusives are the backbone of Phil Spencer. We have them here. And we will. Meanwhile, in 2020, this guy had Xbox fans drinking the juice going, exclusives are completely counter to what gaming is about. This guy is such a bullshitter. People want to talk about that stupid ass looking Jim Ryan, son of a bitch. This guy has been talking, at least Jim Ryan has given us friggin' games. This guy's been talking out his booty hole for a goddamn decade. It's exclusives don't matter. It's about everybody playing. Now exclusives are our backbone. Dude came back from Japan. He must have smacked so many people in the face with his goddamn Pinocchio nose. Liza Phil Ness. What is it, Phil? And you want to know what? Exclusives are important. Exclusives are counter to what it is. Why don't you tell me how many games you have this year that are coming out in 2022? 0. You don't even have a prize in this fight. You got nothing. Exclusives are counter. We have exclusives. You have nothing. You got Pentiment. You got nothing. Stop bullshitting us. Just shut up. Go to and you got 343 blowing up shop. You fired goddamn the head of 343. There's a whole shakeup there for your biggest IP. Destroyed Crackdown 3. What are you doing? The exclusives are counter. They're our backbone. It's all about getting more people to play. But meanwhile, Activision, you take away Elder Scrolls and Starfield. Those are exclusive. Oh, I thought that's counter to growing gaming, Phil. What are you talking about? It's such bullshit. Because what he's talking about is that he wants to be in so many platforms that he'll have exclusivity, but it won't be exclusive to the platform. it will only be exclusive to his service. See, that's the trick of Phil Ness. It will be exclusive, but it's going to be exclusive to the service, not to the platform. So when he talks about exclusivity and all this other stuff, he's not talking about making Xbox better. He's talking about making his service better. And what he wants to do is sell this notion that our service has so much exclusivity that Nintendo and Sony want our service. That's the game that Phil's playing. And if you hear it here, he even wants to take maybe Call of Duty and put it elsewhere. He's still saying that he wants to put Call of Duty on the Switch. Listen.
You're my #1 customer.
Call of Duty on the Switch. Do you think that, like, he is so clueless.
You want me to tell you something, Jeff?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna say this, right? And I don't really care what anybody thinks. It's just my opinion, and I get feedback from it. But you know, what you talking about this and everything? I said somebody put a comment, and it was an Xbox centric person or thread on Twitter, and they said, how do we save Halo Infinite? And I said, how you save Halo Infinite, because I'm listening to you talk. Phil Spencer wants to save Halo Infinite. Take that free-to-play multiplayer, not the main story franchise, the free-to-play multiplayer, put it everywhere. Put it on Switch, put it on PS4, put it on PS5, and make it a standard and priority that you bring back Halo 1 through Halo 5 maps. And the reason I say that is because you cannot grow your... you said this before. There's too much competition in the same space. Fortnite is the freaking king of a lot of things. Call of Duty can be the biggest selling game once every year, but it still can't outdo what Fortnite does. I'm not the biggest Fortnite player, but I have a lot of respect for how they have this service-based game. And I can tell you, as a person who doesn't consistently play Fortnite, that when I do jump on there, they found a way to find something for a person who doesn't even play the game on a consistent basis, like me, to buy something. I got them the other day, and I saw that Wu-Tang shit, and I went bonkers, because they reached the audience that they initially didn't have. And I think, when we're talking about these different studios, and this is what I hope, right? Microsoft, you get Activision, whether it stays multiplayer or not, I hope that you can do the fan service right and give the people who are fans of it something, because that's why Fortnite is successful, man.
Yeah.
You fucking tapped into an audience that you knew you had, but you didn't know how much you had. Like, when I saw that Wu-Tang stuff on there,
I know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mind went back to being I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting this. And I don't play Fortnite like that, but that Wu-Tang Clan shit clicked with me. And I was like, I gotta get it.
Not everything could be that way, and he's chasing
and that's stuff. And Jazz, that's the point I'm trying to make. And I think you're trying to make too. Not everything can be that way. Don't think you can be Fortnite. And
just like they thought everything was Minecraft, Frog. Remember they thought everything was Minecraft.
He's chasing that Fortnite fame, and you can't think like that. You got to create. That's what's so good about gaming back in, I would say, like the early 2000s and mid 2000s. I think developers were hungry, and they were like, "Yo, we got to create something new and something unique." And look at what's going on now. And I know we'll get to it with the fucking whole EA, and EA is taking advantage of Activision being bought by Microsoft. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Microsoft is buying Activision, and Call of Duty may not be on PlayStation.
Yeah, they're like, Battlefield will be great again.
Hey, Sony, come talk to us, because Battlefield could be exclusive on PlayStation. Basically, that's what they're basically saying. Maybe we can work a deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, the tides are turning into a different way. And look, out of all the big three players, right? Excluding PC, out of Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox, realistically, when you're talking about, hey, we want to put COD on Nintendo, I don't see why COD isn't on Nintendo. Well, let me rephrase it. I see why it isn't. But
well, we'll see. Phil wants to do
maker.
that there. We'll see. Just like you put Banjo over there, dude. Like, I have no clue what
the GoldenEye thing. Come on. They know the money makers. They know where it's going to hit. My whole thing is they don't have to put the main. Look, Jazz, if you can put, let's be clear, Jazz. Let's be honest. You and Ghost can probably agree to this. They don't have to put the mainline Call of Duty franchise on Switch. If they can just put Warzone, even the mobile COD on Switch,
I gotcha.
That's going to make money. Yeah. That's going to make money.
You're right. I think, they're not going to put the annual one. I bet you they just try to do Warzone on there.
Bro, all they need to do is put a Warzone or the mobile Warzone on Switch. Yep. They made money.
Done.
They're going to make so much money. Done.
And then that's the thing. Like, it's the ecosystem. And the Game Night 1, 2, 3 at the 5, he goes, I saw one guy say the whole exclusives are counter to what gaming is about, quote, and say that quote is taken out of context because it's on an ecosystem. Clowns, dude. Clowns. Listen, Phil was talking about exclusives, and because he didn't have any exclusives. That was the reason why he brought that up. He didn't have anything to talk about, but he started talking exclusives again real quick after he bought Bethesda. Real quick, he was talking about exclusives when Starfield was announced and when the Elder Scrolls was going to be exclusive. As soon as that Bethesda deal sunk in, he got into the exclusive talk. Now they're the backbone of everything. And now he's talking about Activision. But what's crazy is that he used the word exclusives, but making more people play games. And he's taking his games off of two biggest consoles. That's what I mean is that Sony and Nintendo are going to get so big because Xbox is not competing at all. They're forgettable. A whole year without any games. Maybe they get some games next year that maybe get people to, say, what's that whiff over there? But they're not coming back legitimately like the 360 era. That shit's done. That ship is sailed. They've lost so much mind share. They've destroyed the Halo community. They are done. Starfield, they showed the gameplay. Less people are talking about it now after they show it. So tell me how that's going to do. Like, if it's a good game, people are just going to buy it. And I think the main thing is that people think that just because a game is going to be in Game Pass means that Game Pass is going to blow up. I was listening to a show, and he's like, Call of Duty and Game Pass, they're going to have 70 to 80 million subscribers next year, something like that. And I'm like, are you that? And then he's like, and then third parties going to put their games in there when they see the success of that huge install base. They're not going to. Look how many subscribers are in Netflix. Are we seeing no movies in the movie theater anymore because of Netflix and streaming subscribers? No, people are still putting their movies exclusively in movie theaters. A smaller audience to watch games, to watch movies. Because that's where they could charge a higher price for it. That's the point. People do not want to take their shit and throw it into a dollar bill fill service unless Microsoft's going to pay up front. So it doesn't mean that just because you have a high install base, you're going to get all the goddamn gaming industry is going to flood into Game Pass. Game Pass has been around since 2017. And now in the last 2 years, they decided buying up publishers because guess what? Nobody wants to do what Microsoft wants to do. I used it last week, UWP. What happened to that? Oh, it's a shell. It's going to be one app everywhere. All that bullshit Windows Central was spewing. What happened? No developers wanted to use it, so Microsoft shut it down. And now here's your Pentiment shit. Buddy Cactus, the 5, he goes, look it up. Pentiment's a ripoff of the procession of the cavalry. Dude, it's pretty damn close. Thank you, Buddy Cactus, with the 5. But guys, we're showing something here. A very important game. Pentiment. And it needs some music. Hit that goddamn like button. We need a background music for this trailer.
Oh, and second us too. Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a wheel. Want to play first and want to play last. I'm at you ground, true and true. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
There's your first party output, dude. There's your exclusives that Phil's out there spewing on MSNBC. I wonder why he's doing an interview with NBC. It's amazing. He's doing an interview with the news place that Microsoft owns. Oh, MSNBC. Because you want to know why? Nobody gives a shit about Phil Spencer and his Game Pass. Nobody gives a shit about him. The only people that care about him is the parent company that owns the news network. It's a PR move. It's bullshit. And he talks the same stuff. Yeah, it goes. Sorry.
And the crazy part about it is, like, to piggyback on what you were talking about, I think I saw the same take where the guy was like, 60, 70, 80 million people. And I think, I was into it with someone on YouTube. Might have been the same damn guy because it just sounds the same. But I said, it's funny because, only, Call of Duty sells 10 to 15 million a year, if that. Like, the last Vanguard only sold 5. But the simple fact, I was like, so all those, how do you get 70 to 80 million? I said, so you're basically saying pretty much damn near all of the PlayStation player base is going to leave to go to Xbox. And then he was like, oh, yeah, he started backpedaling, like, oh, let me take a zero off. And I'm like, hey,
that's what
come
they
on,
think,
man.
Dude. And what the funny thing is I said this all the time, like, you think people are just going to subscribe to a game that they traditionally buy. People will just buy the game. If it's exclusive to Game Pass, then maybe you'll get that growth that you're thinking about. Maybe not as high, but you'll get it. But you're talking about telling people, don't buy it, you subscribe to it. That is a whole other battle that Microsoft needs to face the gaming community with. Like, the one dude that buys Call of Duty religiously every year, you're going to say, but hey, man, you get 300 games for $15 a month. The guy's going to be like, I just want to pay my $70 and play my game. And now tell that dude, hey, don't pay $70. Just pay us for the rest of your goddamn life to play it, and you'll get 400 other games. And he's like, I don't give a shit about Pentiment. I don't want to play old-ass Japanese games from 4 years ago. I don't want to play 360 games. I don't want to play indie exclusive day one games. I just want to play my Call of Duty. But it's his value, not for me, because I only want to play Call of Duty. That's all I play on this Xbox is Call of Duty. And it's $60 a year. And I play my Call of Duty, $100, I'm good. Oh, but no, $180 forever to play all these games. And it's like, but what happens if I don't pay anymore? Well, then you lose them all.
Yeah. What also killed me is Phil kind of told on himself. I think he was in some interview where he said that the Series S has accounted for, over half of all, the Series consoles sold. So then I'm like, I can't remember where it was some either news quote or it might have been the MSNBC, but he told on himself. I'm thinking like, so your Series X, if you've got 13 million, it's only sold 7. And so you can say what you want. Like, I got into it with some guy and he was going back and forth. He's like, well, PlayStation's got 2 SKUs of the same system.
Of the same
system.
Exactly. Of the same system. You have a $300 budget console and a $500 real console. And you should be blowing PlayStation out of the goddamn water because they just got 1 SKU with a disc and without a disc. That's $100 difference. What's hilarious is that the reason why Xbox lost was because Sony undercut Xbox by $100. Microsoft had been undercut Sony for $100 since launch. Why is the Xbox not flying? Like, why is it not 2-to-1 the other way or 3-to-1? Jumping right down to the MPD thing, dude. The stock of the PS5 is back, dude. They won MPDs. Told ya. Told you.
Yeah, people do not care about that $50 increase or whatever, however much it is.
Oh, God.
The demand is so high.
They're such clowns.
Yeah, and all the analysts and all the financial, ampers told these people that too. You've said it. We've said it. People
it was a stock thing, and they're celebrating like they won the generation.
Yeah, and so this is what kills me is that all the chips fell in Microsoft's side. You had Game Pass for what it's worth. You had, you didn't have a chip shortage. Supposedly, Microsoft made a deal to get extra chips and extra units. Sony got a lot of bad PR. I mean, all the chips fell, and you're still losing. You're still losing.
I know, right? And with no games either. So it's not even like at least you're losing, but you have games. You don't even have games out there for people to play to demonstrate the 12 teraflops you talked about for 3 years before the system came out. Hellblade 2 was announced in 2019 with the Xbox brand name. We haven't seen shit.
Here I come.
Crazy. And talking about consoles, 2 SKUs, there are rumors, shout out to Zubitech from Tom Henderson, saying that there's a new diskless model, a chassis D. Sony gonna give the D to the X.
Oh, shit.
There might be a new SKU coming out next year that has the ability.
Yeah. We got to talk about this.
Add a 4K Blu-ray drive to it, a disc drive. Remnants of the Xbox HD DVD player that was an add-on to the system. But what's interesting is that the digital system seems to be the hardest one to get. Like I found the disc one all the time. The digital is like a goddamn.
I have 2 discs.
Fought in the wind.
Digital. Right. Let me phrase that. Since the PS5 had come out, I purchased 3 discs and 2 digital. So it was always easier to find a disc. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Jazz. If Sony can come out and say our console across the board is $399, and for those of you who, let's hear me out.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
For those of you that really want to actually still get games physically, we got a product for you. All you got to do is go out and buy our PlayStation 5 4K Blu-ray player for $69.99. The same price as a regular game.
Oh.
That's a fucking win for everybody. Reason being is because PlayStation will slowly convert everybody to be digital.
Boom.
I think this is a good thing because
it's gonna lower the price.
If they can just make one SKU at $399, and you can go out and buy your Blu-ray, because the rumor is the Blu-ray player add-on is going to be $69.99. The new model PlayStations are going to have a third USB in the back where you can plug that into. I don't see this as a lose for anybody. I see this as a win. Because if you want to go ahead and get a PS5, you can. And guess what? You're still getting it cheaper than the disc model. It was $499. Because if you only got to spend $69 on that fucking disc drive, then you're good. But some people will say, well, shit, $69 versus a game. $69. Fuck it. I was still digital.
They're going to, and you hit the nail right on the head. I was thinking the same thing. If they could take out the disc drive and make one SKU that is $400 or even $399, the digital one.
How can you beat that?
And then you just buy the disc drive for whatever, $50, $60. But guess what? The only SKU of PlayStation.
It's going to be the same price as the game, $69.99. That's the rumor. But still, that's still cheaper than as if you were to go buy a disc model. And then they can just say, we can make all of them digital. Fuck it. All of them are digital. We can focus on digital only.
But Mr. Tennis, they don't have to lower the price. I understand the $500 selling out like crazy.
They don't have to lower the price.
If they're making, I think what they would do, maybe not make it this new model $399, but maybe make it $350 or $450.
They could do that too.
Make it halfway and then $50 for the disc drive. So you kind of and what they do to compensate that extra $50 is give you more hard drive space. So they
could do that.
The chassis D. This is grindhouse speculation. But if this was an Xbox podcast, this would have been news all over the internet, and somebody have to come out and say,
let me tell you, if Microsoft was smart, they would say we got an Xbox Series X without a disc drive, and it's $399.
But I think that's the next model of the Xbox. I think that's the next model.
And I think that it freaking disperses the S, and we get rid of the S, because I think they should have did that in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
The S is a fucking abomination.
But I think what they do instead, because you're not going to get the same $399, it's going to have to be something different for the external drive, because they say in the rumor that it's not going to be like a strap-on, like it's going to actually fit into the design of it. So if there's like a way where they can adjust this, it's going to look a little differently. But I think they take out the disk drive, make it 449, and they add the more hard drive space to kind of compensate for this. So they kind of go half up and half down, and then have the disk drive as the add-on. And they do this because I do think that Xbox's next one is going to be a diskless Series X. I think that's their next model.
Yeah, I think that's coming.
Yeah.
That has to be coming.
I think that's the next model. Yes, and Sony's going to prepare with theirs.
That's a smart move if your Xbox is give you a diskless X.
Yeah.
And then even with a diskless X, I think you can maybe shrink the form factor and make it a little slimmer. I think you can make it a little slimmer.
Well, that's what they want to do, dude. That's what they want.
Yeah, I don't think a diskless X would be a bad idea. And the reason I say that is because there's some look,
one second, Frog. Gio says here the plate is supposed to fit over the optional disk drive. So basically,
right,
you open up the plate like how we do how you put the SSD in there, like expansion. You basically open up the plate and there'll be a slot in there, and you just put the drive in the slot, and then put the panel over it, and then basically you have this looking model here,
kind of like
with a disk drive.
You snap in.
Yeah, you snap it in and you put the panels over it because
But what
I'm saying is, what I wanted to say before I forget my thought is that what's amazing is that this is crazy because as soon as I heard this, I thought exactly. I remember when Phil Spencer was saying back with the One X, he was saying how consoles are going to be more modular moving forward, and I assumed he was speaking about the Xbox X, saying that it would be one console where you can add like an external GPU to it and make it more powerful. So like basically you'll sell one model, but then you buy the expansion
I think he was speaking about the industry. He was
saying that we're going to make our consoles more modular. Like, so you get a base unit and then you accessorize it, which they make money on the accessories, to make it the thing that you want rather than trying to predict what the market might want in two sections.
There you go.
What's funny is that Sony is actually doing this modularity before Xbox is doing it, because Xbox could have easily taken the X and made it a modular type console with with the hard drive, with the goddamn disk drive and stuff like that, but they haven't done it yet.
Jez, it goes back to what we talked about when we first saw the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. And me and you have constantly said this since the PlayStation 5 has been out. Sony, and I know why, Sony's losing so much money on those fucking plates. There's so many plates they could have released. They could have done
I want more plates, dude. Yeah.
Oh shit! Somebody's at my door. I think it's Phil Ness. Hold on.
Oh, Phil Ness coming to give you those Game Pass subscriptions. Go get them, Frog. Next topic is it's gonna be kind of a brief on this next one. I don't know. My voice is kind of going right now. It was getting better. Now it's gone. It's going. But 343 exposed. So basically, Brad Sams, who covers over on Windows Central, not Windows Central, and Thurrott.com or whatever he covers over there. But basically, he was saying that he has internal sources and things like that. They're close with Microsoft. He has close insiders of that, saying that she was asked. There was a reorganization going on. She said she had to go tend to family stuff, and he actually points out the way it's written. It seems he hopes it's nothing with family, but basically it's something that it's a restructuring, and then the other person leaving there. And also the main thing that he said was that he basically said about all the money that they spent on. Well, we know like they spent so much money on this. Yeah, so he writes there. Yeah, here he goes.
On your books for so long, they're technically they can be. Remember, it didn't even launch with the Slayer game mode and all this, and for hundreds of millions of dollars just dumped into this. It's frustrating from a Halo fan perspective, but you can't say we didn't kind of tell you so.
And so then there's also the big contractors part. Now people really latch on to this like contractor idea. Using contractors in this gaming industry is not unusual. It's really not. Like it's happened before, it will happen again, and typically they're done for specific reasonings. As an example, you can contract out the music. They didn't do it in this, but you can contract music out into a third-party service because they're good at that and you don't want to onboard that talent. The problem with on Microsoft's side was they were using it more as a lifeboat. It's like, geez, we need more development time to do this, and so like let's just start bringing on contractors. Now, Microsoft can only keep contractors on the books for so long. This is at least in the US, if you keep a contractor on your books for so long, they can become an employee, and they can make that argument. It's like, look, I've been working here it's done to protect, actually, I believe the employee. Somebody with better tax law will be able to correct me. But if you're on the books for, like 36 months, you're not a contractor, you're an employee at that point, effectively. And so you can make the tax argument. So after so long, you do have to cut contractors off. And so that is just the nature of the business. Otherwise, you should pull them in-house. It's done so that you can't just 1099 an entire company and then just never pay them benefits. So that's some background on all that. Either way.
Wait, I can't hear anybody. Can you?
A big rift is starting to occur, and we're looking at changes ahead. The question is,
but we went radio silent.
No, I wasn't the Brad Sams going on his
thing. We've also
thing.
heard that the lead of the family health reasons, but either way, that is the story. And Bonnie is saying that she's stepping down, but I have heard from multiple people that this is a Microsoft management reshuffle after effectively what they announced for season 3. Like this most recent release of information, I believe, was the final straw that broke the camel back. Now, I'm hearing about some of the leadership changes, and also fair credit to Windows Central. They had heard very similar things. Elizabeth Van Wyck is now leading biz operations. I believe Brian Koski is the GM of the franchise, and then Pierre is now the studio head. Pierre Hintz, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I more than likely butchered it, but I suspect that Microsoft is going to be making additional changes here. We've also heard that the lead of the engine is also, the director, I believe, is also leaving. And so this is Microsoft making a big change. Now, people say, like, just give Halo to Activision or pick your studio. Like people, you don't understand that it's not, you can't just say, here's a title and hundreds.
He makes
of
a good
gigs
point
of
here
data
about
and
the
just,
engine.
Good luck, go make the game. Like, it's not that easy because you have to have people who understand, especially because now it's on a custom engine, right? It's not on Unity, for example.
It's not Unity. It's not Unreal.
Pick your other favorite engine. It's not Frostbite, I almost said. No, it's not nobody's favorite engine there. But either way, I believe it was David Berger, who was the director of engineering, has also left. And that was courtesy of Lords of Gaming, who pulled up with that, which I was just recently on their podcast. Either way, the point here is that the management reshuffle that we've all been expecting has finally happened. It took hundreds of millions of dollars and this title to get there.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
I'll be curious to see what happens with 343 now. Don't expect quick changes. Like, people are going to be like, all right, we got a new okay, so the management changes, but the technical debt does not change. Does not change. Microsoft, when they launched Halo Infinite, they had visions that they were going to be able to build a Destiny-like service. Everybody wants a live service. Everybody wants Destiny.
Service.
But hey, Sony bought them. And Microsoft didn't protest that. Everybody wants a Destiny-like service, and that was what Halo was intended to be, but it just missed on so many marks because I believe scope creep is the
I got something to say about that.
Projects. Mm-hmm. Scope creep, I deal with this in my professional career. Scope creep is a very...
Yeah, man. We know the story. You don't have to tell any more here. Yeah, it goes.
No, so, we've all pointed fingers and we've all, speculated, but I think it's plain as day, man. Not only was it, Microsoft, not only was it 343, but also blame these goofy ass fans too, and these journalists, right? Because while they were capping and lying and saying that this game's amazing and 20 million Spartans and Players' Choice Awards, like, Microsoft knew that there was problems with this game. That's why they had them cut two-thirds of the entire game, out before it even launched. You know what I'm saying? 343, I just think that they were complacent and eventually got lazy and were just discouraged, despondent, because they had these grand ambitions, right? And then Microsoft came in and was like, nah, axed it all. And what killed me is all throughout, ever since the story dropped there, everyone's talking about, well, Microsoft's going to come in and fix it. I'm like, Microsoft fix what? What, they're going to throw more money at it? Like, Microsoft doesn't create nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They buy stuff to fix the problems. They don't create nothing.
Yeah.
So explain to me how Microsoft's going to fix anything. And it just.
They buy bubblegum to patch up the leak.
Yeah, I blame the fans. I blame or not the loyalist liars and the journalists.
Because they're looking for that big moment. I always said they think Halo cannot be. Halo's I remember leading up to Halo, it was like nothing could deny how big Halo is. Halo is like the biggest thing ever. So like when Halo releases, like that is Microsoft's time. That is the time that we're going to come back. This whole comeback story. They want this Rocky Balboa story, and it's like, you're no Rocky Balboa, dude. You may be Thunder Lips, whatever the hell the guy's like. You're no Rocky Balboa. You're not coming back. You need to put the work. You need that 80s montage before you start to get back in the ring. You're not no Rocky. You need to come with the games. You need that 80s montage where you're running, you're working your ass off, you're delivering quality content, you're delivering games that people give a shit about, games that you holding your promises. Then you could come back into the ring and say, now I'm going to knock Sony and them out. But you can't do that right now, dude. You're not even at 80s montage time right now. Like you're still in the goddamn gutters and tripping over yourself.
And for years, Sony has always, I guess, wanted the so-called Halo killer, and with Resistance and Killzone, and I think that you said it correctly. Like all they had to do to kill Halo was buy Bungie.
Yeah, they killed it because Microsoft, they would have, because guess what? You want to know what? I think if Sony did not buy Bungie, I think Microsoft would have been eyeing Bungie right now instead of Activision. I think they will be looking for a takeover of Bungie and taking Destiny, seeing how bad Halo is doing. They're scrambling. Like they don't have that first person genre locked down like they used to, and that's why they had to go get Call of Duty. Man, this Halo is not it. No, what's even more telling about Halo not being it is that Geo's note says Halo was a flagship title. Xbox is Mario. Halo created the Xbox, and what's crazy is that they don't even mention this game at all this year. They went to their E3. They went to Gamescom. They went to Japan with Phil with his half thumb. They went there. They didn't talk about Halo content. They didn't talk about any seasonal updates. They're still to this day talking about Sea of Thieves goddamn content updates. They had a monthly show for Sea of Thieves. Guy sat behind a friggin' pirate house talking about updates. They built a whole set for that ass to make some Halo updates. Man, when they do a Sea of Thieves updates, when they do a Halo update, it's two dudes sitting in a doctor's office looking at each other with a 343 mug next to them going, what are you delaying now, bitch? It's like, well, we told you about split screen. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore, even though they could hack the game and it works. Halo has been devolved. And the fact that this doesn't upset the Xbox community to a point of that they don't question Phil's decisions, all this purchases, is it worth it? Especially since there's no new info on any of the games they're working on. It grinds my gears that there is not more attention brought to how poor they have destroyed this franchise. That has been the thing that brought everybody to the Xbox, and they destroyed it and added to the cemetery of Crackdown 3, Banjo-Kazooie, Conker. They're all there in the graveyard of Xbox. And guess who's going to be there next? They got an open grave right now for Perfect Dark. It's going to just right there, right next to Halo. That's where they're going to put Perfect Dark, right after Crystal Dynamics Bootleg Studios is going to give me Mutton Chops Joanna Dark. The bootleg version of her. Third person, flipping and jumping. Tomb Raider, Perfect Dark. Get ready, because that's not the Perfect Dark that we want. And then we're going to watch Fable, created by the dudes that gave you race car games. We're going to add Fable right next to the grave of Perfect Dark. There's no promise with these games, because when I see how they managed, this is a management issue. And that's why if they're mismanaging 343, you think they're really managing Coalition? You think the Playground Games knows what's going on? You think Everwild with Rare is being managed perfectly? Dude, you got to cut the head off of the snake. These dudes, if you're mismanaging your biggest primary studio, you think the other ones are doing fine? Has the news of this year coming out of those studios and the gameplay that you've seen of all these games in development, quote unquote, Cobra, all coming? Jeff Grubb had a list. Oh, here it is. Let me tell you the list I got. Hopes and dreams. Hellblade, 9 exclusive games coming in 2023. Hellblade, Perfect Dark, Fable, Contraband. Oh, shit. Remember that one? That was a screenshot from last year. Avowed, Everwild, new games from an Exile, Compulsion, Coalition, not a Gears of War, a brand new game. Pentiment 2, probably.
Shit. Fucking Scorn.
It's all coming.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, it's all coming. Hold on. With all this list, there's only one thing I got to do.
and Psychonauts 2. Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80.
It's all coming. You don't even need to buy this shit. You don't even need to buy. What to play first, what to play last. Oh, the list. Oh my God. My nipples are cutting the screen. They're so hard right now. Pause. Jesus. Oh, it's all coming. Guess what, guys? See that list? You don't even need to buy it. You don't even need to buy it. It's all on Game Pass. It's all coming. It's all coming. Oh, they originally planned it, but there have been some change of plans. Oh. What? Yeah, they're all coming. Guess what? We don't even have a release. We had November 17th. And again, Grinders, you know this. Listen closely, because I said this before when Redfall wasn't even announced. And Redfall was announced, and in January, I was like, where's Redfall? And the X-bots are coming out. Oh, what do you mean, just January? What are you talking about, Redfall? Give it time. It's only January. And then it gets delayed. And now they talk about Redfall. Guess, there's a reason why you haven't seen these games. There's a reason why you haven't seen Starfield any more than you've seen it. 2-minute video. There's a reason why Redfall, you just seen just enough. There are reasons why Perfect Dark is being worked on by creative studios' bootleg versions. There's reasons why people are leaving 343. I remember when they showed Craig, everybody said it was fine. Stop fear-mongering. These are problems. And the fact that you're not seeing progress to these games. And you could say Sony delays their games too. Dude, Sony delayed their games, yeah. But their games that actually came out and reviewed well and amazing. That's a far, long road that Microsoft still has to do. We haven't even seen Perfect Dark yet. It has to release, work, be reviewed well, and be successful. Sony has done that about 5 times over already in the last 4 years before these games even seen the light of day or an ounce of gameplay. Just look at Starfield. That's an uphill battle right there. They showed the game, and people are like, yeah. Well, that's an uphill battle right there. We didn't even see these games. You can't trust a man with a weak thumb. That's right, Ryan. That's right.
That was sus.
So, the list is coming soon, coming fast, and they're all on Game Pass. And talking about disappointing things. PSVR 2, no backwards compatibility, Sony. You think I'm letting you off the hook? You Jim Ryan, son of a bitch, Beef Wellington up my ass. PSVR 2, no backwards compatibility. Dropped a little gymnast here. Now, I could understand why. Because that was outside tracking with cameras and glowing orbs. And the PSVR 2 is using no camera. It's using inside-out tracking with room scaling. Trust me, I wouldn't want to play a lot of those VR 2 games, those VR 1 games, with the VR2 because those games were not built with room scale. They were built with you to stand in one place and be visible in a camera cone. Those games were adjusted to work with that limited movement. Now you could walk around in an area. So those games will need to be updated and fixed to work with an area, not a single cone environment. So I could see why. My only grind my gears moment with this thing is that this better be some upgrade path. They better upgrade some of these games. And if they just do PS5 VR2 versions of these games and you already own them on the PS4, I hope there's some sort of upgrade to them. I think that would be a proper thing to do. Or if they're just going to abandon that entire library and say, rebuy them all. Because there's a big library of PSVR games that you're not going to be able to play. And to wait for them to re-release and stuff would be kind of suck. I hope they could do updates to them. And we've seen, like one of the things I was mentioned is actually, what is it? The, No Man's Sky. The real Space Explorer. That is going to support PSVR too. And that supports also PSVR. So so maybe they need just to make PS5 versions of those PS4 games. You can't just put it on and play PS4 games. So hopefully they have some sort of upgrade path. But this PSVR 2 is going to be light years ahead of what this was. And I can't wait. And it sounds like they got a lot of games coming. And shout out to Frogs and Ghost Dad to Leave. So I'm going to fly through these last few topics here. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, more studio. Like there's a lot of good games. Like Astrobot was good. But they had a lot of good games. The Walking Dead game was pretty interesting. What is it? What is it? The shooting game with the crime. That was a good one. I forget that one. I forgot what that one. That was, I think it's made by the European studio there. But yeah, so maybe they need PS5 versions of these games. So maybe they could take these PS4 version games and make them PS5. So hopefully they do that. And, there's some upgrade path or something like that. So we'll see how they're going to play. But I'm hyped for PSVR 2. And I'm telling you, the reviews that people tried it out, it's absolutely insane. It is a next-gen version of VR. And I can't wait, dude. And I'm going to tell you, and the other thing is that with VR, you don't necessarily have to watch the games and play the games and stuff. There's going to be some pretty cool applications for it as well. Well, the next thing here is Layden goes to Tencent. So that was another thing that came up. And again, real quick, that came up for LinkedIn. Dude's going to Tencent. And everybody's like, see, I told you Tencent was going to be a big player in this. And listen, Tencent does not own a platform. Tencent doesn't own a console. Tencent keeps their games multi-platform. So
you're my number one customer.
This guy coming in and when going over there, we'll see what he does over there. But this whole raw fear mongering Tencent, you should embrace Microsoft. Tencent's the bad guy. Tencent's not trying to shove the industry into a subscription service, though. Until they release a subscription service, that's who I see the bad person is. The person that's trying to cheapen gaming. That's not a good thing. And buying huge publishers to force that's the problem. That's the bad guy. Not a company trying to consolidate, buying a bunch of little companies and trying to put them all under one roof. So we'll see where this goes. But it was very interesting that Layden got a job there. Congrats to him, I guess. Or whatever that is. I got to catch you a couple of super chats, guys. Sorry about that. My voice is going, too. Where the hell did they go? Oh, here it is. Hold on. Oops. Did I get Buddy Cactus? Pentament's a ripoff. I got that one. So that one. Hold on. Make sure I get the last one. Twisted Sync with the 2. He goes, Microsoft definitely wanted Bungie. Sony went yonk. That's right. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, they wanted that Bungie back real bad. That was a death blow. That was pretty damn awesome that they did that. I said that. I said Sony's, when people like Microsoft's buying this and buying that, I said, dude, I'm telling you, Sony's going to go after Bungie. And they did. I call that thing. I can't believe that. I'm not even, Grindadamus struck again. Strike again there. J. Thomas, the 499, he goes, all the cappers that voted the Halo Player's Choice Game of the Year before it's even official midnight launch. Friggin' enablers for this whole mess. In the search for W, J. Thomas, all they get are L's. Thank you for the super chat. And then post Asian boyfriend with the 2, he goes, I need Ragnarok now, Jess. Or Jez, I guess he's assuming. Yes, I need Ragnarok, dude. I definitely need some quality gaming, goddamn. I'm in a rut. Playing that Call of Duty, dude. I'm in a rut. In a rut. What are you saying about this thing? Oh, I'm sure they gave him good size. He's a consultant. Give him a consultant for that stuff. And then the big thing, the funny thing here, Stay Frosty. So, oh yeah, well, just before that 10-cent thing, this is what I'm trying to say right here. Here we go. Our good friend, clown of the show, Dustin Leary. So, you think I'm off base when I say 10 cent isn't messing around? Goddamn circus. Fucking Dumbo. That's right. We should celebrate Microsoft spending $77 billion, the biggest acquisition in history. Because Sean Layden's going to work at 10 cent. 10 cents means business. Okay. This is the clown segment of the show, I dare to say. This is the circus segment, where we go through the internet and find the clowns that are having the shows with Dumbo. Same person that said, stop complaining, Jim Ryan, because you had Call of Duty exclusive content. Just let them spend $77 billion and own the franchise forever. You spend money on timed exclusives. Just let them spend $77 billion. Stop whining. Tencent's the bad guy here. I told you, it's Microsoft that's the hero. They're saving us from Tencent. Just saying. Yeah, Sean Layden going to Tencent. They don't own a console. They don't own a subscription service for cheap-ass gaming. They're just consolidating publishers that need support. And I'd rather Tencent buy people than Microsoft buy them. Because when Microsoft buys them, we know right where it's going. Right to Dollar Bill Phil's Game Pass. But when Tencent buys them, nothing really changes. The game goes where it goes. And the developers get the support that they need to make the game. As it should. But if Microsoft buys them, then we get Phil doing interviews with MSNBC and Argentinian governments, talking about 2 billion people and talking about Game Pass, and I make them exclusives matter now, but then they don't matter, but maybe they do, and I'm going to go give a half-ass thumbs up, a weak-ass thumbs up over my friends in Japan because I care about Japan. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I don't. But yes, I do. We got things to do there. I had an expensive trip. UWP, Windows is one family now. Windows, there'll be no more versions of Windows. Oh, here's Windows 12. What? Yeah. Oh, we spent millions of dollars on Ninja and Shroud because Mixer didn't get the audience it needed, so we had to buy the talent from Twitch to bring some traffic to Mixer. Oh, we're shutting it down. Sorry, $6 million later. We're gonna get into phones now. I'm gonna go buy Nokia. Now we know phones. 4 years, 3 years. Nobody wants to make apps for us. All right, shut it down. Wrap it up. We got a music streaming service with Zune. Looks great. Oh, here comes Spotify. Here comes everybody else. They do better than us. We suck. Hear me out. Just saying. They're the heroes, though. They're the heroes of the industry. fought to have a console made and then said, let's buy Nintendo to get games for it. Thanks, Bill. You fought to get a console made and then said, hey, we have no games. Let's go buy Nintendo. Real story. Just saying. J. Thomas, the 499. Destin's the biggest pair of corporate knee pads in the professional games media today. Yes, he is. But we got the biggest clown, the star of the show, the centerpiece. Please bring your attention to the middle of the circus. Take a look at center circle. We do have the biggest clown. The biggest clown. Where is it? Hold on. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Where is it? I'm looking. I had it. Center circle, please. I survived. Oops, maybe not. Yes, stay frosky. Stay frosky, everybody. G4 laying off everybody. She thought she survived last week. She got the cut today. Spewing all the horse shit. And if you go back to the Grindhouse, back when she was saying, dead man walking, Sony got to get their shit together and people have problems, she turned it into, we don't do reviews, don't hate me because I'm not pretty. All this bullshit. And their views went downhill. G4TV is G out. Peace out, G. Because they tried to pander to an audience. They insulted their viewership. When people were looking for a show that adds some credibility to the gaming news and gaming opinion, they put a bunch of clowns on the show. They said, let's make a circus. And they let the clowns do the talking. Well, just like Bonham and Bailey, the clown show G4 is wrapping up. And I guess now we know who the dead man walking is. You were right in your predictions. There was going to be a dead man walking. The hubris right now is that it's you. And we don't want to celebrate people losing their jobs, but her interview and her information or whatever comedy she called it, spewing out on the internet and in that show, really was the turning point of G4. So say that it went downhill because of her or because of the show. But that's right, G4 TV is dead brand walking. And her responses to people were very insulting, very demeaning. It wasn't even professional at all. It was eat a dicks or do whatever the hell that she was saying them to do. Well, she had her stint.
Wishful thinking than actuality, but since there is going to be a Fable 4 sometime down the line, remasters of Fable 1, 2, and 3.
That makes sense.
That would do very, very well for them, as well as I still think there's a chance that they're going to be buying more studios and we're going to have ourselves a Metal Gear game on a Microsoft.
Oh, that would be such a big FU.
Yeah. It's just a feel.
Again, dead man walking. Is BioWare, have Xbox eaten up BioWare yet?
No.
Yet.
Just EA.
No, they had the option to with the first Mass Effect, but they gave it over to EA.
Oh.
Yeah.
People don't remember, the original one wasn't exclusive.
It was exclusive.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many titles, and I don't think that Sony has enough good exclusives right now, comparatively probably to what Game Pass and Xbox exclusives will offer me. That between like the Hogwarts Legacy game, between the fact that we could have 2 incredible RPG series in 2022 or even 2023 with Starfield and anything that Obsidian's putting out, if it's Avowed, of potential Elder Scrolls. Like, there's a world where I'm playing 4 RPG amazing games at one time. I am ready for that world, and nothing is on PlayStation. That makes me sad.
All right. Well, you now get to wear the target. I am thankful so much. Gerard, did you ever come up with something?
I did. And it's not
the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I survived because the fire inside. I survived because the fire inside burned.
You're my number one customer. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
necessarily something that's like, I want it from a particular.
Oh my god.
Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Dude, people are just so brutal on the internet, dude. So brutal on the internet. And they're referring to this. Last week, she put... Oh my god, I'm freaking crying. This slap. Oh, the slap. Holy god. So she put this out last week. She survived the first round. I guess she put it out to her. Oh my god. A mess. Well. Enjoy. Not for long. Dude, the internet is brutal. What is this? I'm up, girl. Yeah. Oh dear, how sad. Man, people are just insane, dude. Yo, see, Fresh. 5 months. He says, I can't stop laughing. Great show, Chess. Thanks, man. Thank you for being a VIP grinder. Holy shit. Dude, I can't. The stuff that people put in.
Fuck up.
What is it? Wait, now I want to see. Holy. Dude. Rest in peace, Bozo. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna have freaking look at the size of this W. Holy crap.
So maybe for 2022, we'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
That, see? I remember when she said that. Holy crap. See, and then, and when was the other? Did she do the other thing? Oh no. And then when she said about the review process, when people complained that she is reading reviews that she didn't play the games or somebody else is reviewing them, and she's just a centerpiece or a face reading these reviews, dude, she sold out that whole goddamn review process. Dude. Holy shit.
You just made the list.
This is sick. He goes with 5 fingers straight to the face. Slap.
You're my number one customer.
Oh my god, dude. I cannot. Holy shit. T-Rock with the 40 goes, I missed the Phil Nelson Game Pass greatness. Yeah, sorry, man. We catch it on the replay. Holy crap. I'm sorry. We were talking about that Phil Ness. I was losing my voice talking about that Phil Ness. Everyone liked that. Holy crap. Dude, this is pure 10-man walking. My God. Wow. Joe Exotic. I believe in calm. Dude. You want to know why G4 failed, dude? Like, just look at the love of the comments. Jesus. Oh my God. Good rip. Oh no, anyway.
Get out of town. Well, baby, get out of town.
Wow. Well, you don't like it? Don't watch it. We didn't watch it. Goodbye. Holy crap. What's a frost? Wow, man. Internet is brutal. Dude, I could not get over that slap. Some people are very hostile against it, but this was the original reason. I want to see that. Talk to the pros. I can't stop with that. The slap. Dude, I gotta stop with the slap. Let's go get him, pros. Oh my God. I get it. You can have the whole show. It'll be freaking 20 minutes of me just laughing. Holy crap. Anyway, holy Jesus. Yes. So she's gone. That guy gets slapped so hard his hat disappeared. Holy the Game Pass effect is real. Holy shit. G4 only on the side now. He looks like he baptized him. Oh, God, one more for the grind. Go get him, Frost. Go get him. Shit himself. He shit himself. Oh my God. I can't. I gotta stop. Oh man, let's get to it. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh man. And then the final topic we were talking about. Knockout punch. The salty. Holy shit. They got me for laughing for the last 15 minutes. I can't believe people are still around. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'm serious. I'm gonna have friggin' cramps. Oh, laughing so hard. Holy shit. Oh my god. So anyway. Dude, those comments. Oh my god. He said peace out. Yeah, his hat. His hat's gone. His hat was gone. And then what I'm thinking about, and I'm not gonna find the video, but do you remember when Frost was doing that kind of that talk, dude? And like Adam is like on the video and he's like clapping. Dude, I just think of him clapping in the slap. Get him, Frost! Get him! It took him long enough. Her ass should have been gone in February when she said, "Don't watch us." Hello? For an up-and-coming channel, you do what they say, if you don't like it, don't watch it? After you said some bogus shit. Okay. Oh, my God. She didn't even know. She's like, did Microsoft buy BioWare? Like, where did they find you? You're getting paid to be on a video game show, and you're acting like my first video game. Like, give her a script or something. What the hell? Did they buy BioWare? Hogwarts is an exclusive. What? The hell out of here. Friggin' circus. They're done.
There's no strategy. I have no.
No, I'm putting saltiest things up here. Salty says, here we go. Shout out to Salty in the chat. Salty just tweeted this out. Somebody missed on the Phil Ness. Yeah, there it is. Salty says, Phil Spencer, when he asked about his leadership and direction, he's taking Xbox in.
There's no strategy. I have no strategy. There's zero strategy. There's no strategy. I have no strategy. There's zero strategy.
Totally true, man. Like, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks. That's exactly. And then the last thing, MPDs came out. And one of the things I wanted to point out here with the MPDs is that, where it'd be, oh my goodness. I thought I said you did. What happened to this? Oh, to just wrap up a clown segment, like, I just want to wrap up the clowns because I was doing the clown thing. Tim Dog's a nice guy. But man, he needs to stop. I remember this was pretty damn funny. Excuse me. I remember all the heat Xbox got and Venom thrown there to say recently about what the hell is he saying? I remember all the heat Xbox got and Venom thrown there say recently about them. I wonder what those had such an issue saying now. I'm sure it's pretty much mum's the word. He's talking about the Xbox DRM, and what's pretty damn funny is that remember when that whole DRM thing came up with Xbox? And then they just did some update, dude. And he's like, I remember the heat and Xbox got and Venom thrown that they was said about them because of their you couldn't play the games offline, right? Well, somebody wrote, nope, I'm right here. I'm the one of those people. Microsoft has taken a step to address one of the issues, but more important ones remain, and I'll continue to push this issue. And then when he's saying I remember the Venom and stuff, it looks like doesn't play. He says, look, you blocked me. Who was upset then? Oh my God. I thought that was pretty damn funny. Where he's like, I remember all the hate that Xbox got. And now what are they saying now? And it's like, you blocked me because I said Xbox shouldn't be doing what they're doing. So apparently they put an update in Xbox where you could probably play some games offline. So they're working on that DRM struggle that they got, apparently. Still to this day, dude, it's like from 2013. What are we talking about right now? Got the goddamn games that need the DRM first. Holy shit. But anyway. Uh-oh. Tool, man, you can't be sending me tools this late. Phil Spencer talks Xbox, Halo, and Elden Ring. What is this? What is this?
Here on Generation Next, our weekly.
Oh, I did this. I watched this interview.
Video game and console show. We have two nicknames.
Oh,
for you. And
I did this video. Thank you, Tool Man. I will cover this in another video there. But just doing the MPD thing. The where is it? So Sony, the PlayStation's back in stock. So now everybody, the PlayStation is the biggest, both in unit and dollar sales, and leads 2022 in sales. Yeah. One of the things I did want to point out, though, is that look at this. Marvel Spider-Man up there, $60 game, released in 2019 to the PC folk, made it to number 3 from last month being 84. Wow. That's a power of a great game, and basically a game that was $60 at launch and released in 2018, back on the charts at number 3 from 84. And tell me the staggered launch of why do these games need to be on PC day and date? Why? When you could have a game that's sitting in 84 spot, now automatically jump up to number 3 and price it at $60. Andrew Wilkins. He dressed Tim's lying ass on Thrash. Yo, shout out Thrash, man. I gotta talk to him, man. We gotta talk. But yeah, tell me, if you release Spider-Man in 2018 on PC, you think that Spider-Man would ever get out of the 84 slot? No. So this whole thing where games need to be day and date on PC in order to be this kumbaya real world that we all live in is bullshit. That's what it is. Because this strategy, I would beg this strategy is a lot better. Because I just sold this game 4 years later for $60 to a brand new audience and made it go from 84 to 3 at $60. If I release Spider-Man in 2018 on PC and PlayStation 4 for $60, there's no way in hell I would be able to get Marvel Spider-Man at $60 4 years later, coming out of 84 ranked to 3. When that thing, there's only one way that place goes when you release a day and date on PC. It goes down. It's not going to go back up. You'll have sales. So look at that. Look at that strategy. Microsoft has the plan. Phil got the green light, right, Tool Man? Right? Phil got the green light. Microsoft's strategy is about the W's. It's about winning. Microsoft is the leader. Don't forget.
You're my number 1 customer. You heard me right. Con men, thieves.
I'm starting to think that. Where are those Microsoft games, everybody? Where are they? I wonder where they be. I don't see them. Oh, here's Minecraft. Keep the lights on, Phil. Don't break your arm. Look. Horizon, Gran Turismo, everything's up. Gran Turismo went from 31 to 17. Horizon went from 28 to 12. These games came out already. They're coming back up on the charts because the stock of the PlayStation 5 is going up. It's just like Miles Morales. Oh, who did I say? Miles Morales? Yeah. Miles Morales still charting. What the hell is it? Top 20 game. Where is it? I gotta get to what's his name? You want to see something? Watch this. The hell is it? Here it is. Top 20 video games in 2022. Miles Morales launched 2 years ago, and it is holding at number 15. The top 20 2 years later. Miles Morales is there. Forbidden West is sitting up here at 4. Gran Turismo at 7. MLB The Show, which now says multiple video game manufacturers now. Nintendo and Sony. Who got the problem? Who has the green light? Who's the one that is leading? And I said this before. Sony won units and sales, right? NPD. Then you think these third-party publishers that all the clowns of the internet are saying, oh, Sony's paying for exclusives. They're taking things away, but then they're complaining about Call of Duty. These publishers are knocking on their goddamn door. Jim Ness and goddamn Herman Holtz are there. Get away. I got quality games. They're begging to be put on a PlayStation because Microsoft's not doing a damn. Because the only way to get into Microsoft's good graces, you got to put your shit in a dollar bill fill Game Pass. And people don't want to sell out their games like that. And they know without Game Pass, you're not successful on Xbox. Anybody? Not even the games that are in Game Pass are in here. Except for MLB The Show. And Minecraft, I guess, right? What about all those games that are coming to Game Pass? The value is coming fast. King games are coming and going. Oh, shit, here we go.
Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a Requiem. Want to play first and want to play last. I like to ground, shroom and doom. Cause they're all on Game Pass. Among the seas and
Let's look. The top games of Xbox Game Pass. Let's see how many in the top 10 are actually in Game Pass. Because you know what? Games in Game Pass sell more, Phil said. If you're in Game Pass, you sell more. Let's see. Not in Game Pass, not in Game Pass, not in Game Pass, not in Game Pass. Free to play. Not in Game Pass, not in Game Pass. Game Pass. Not in Game Pass, not in Game Pass. One game out of the top 10 is in Game Pass. One game. Forza Horizon 5. One game is in Game Pass. Shouldn't this list be flooded with games that are in Game Pass? The most played games in Game Pass? Don't Game Pass make you buy more games? Buy those games? Like, isn't Game Pass like a feeder for, oh, wow, this game is great. I'm going to buy it now. Now that I played it for free, I'm going to buy it. I know. It's PlayStations. Notice the difference. You got your Madden, your Saints Row, the new game, right? Exclusive. I guess Soul Hack is exclusive. The Soul Hack is exclusive too. I don't even know that game came out. And goddamn Microsoft, Minecraft. That's crazy. Minecraft sells better on PlayStation than it does on Xbox. Minecraft is not even in the top 10. Minecraft sold better on PlayStation than on Xbox. It's on Xbox? Oh, thanks, unknown. Minecraft is in the top 10 on a PlayStation. Number 8. But it's nowhere to be found on Xbox. If you don't know the Game Pass effect, then I don't know what is. Game Pass is a Trojan horse. The value is a Trojan horse. It's not making people buy more games. It's not selling more games. It's not doing anything. It's actually, I think it's so minuscule. I don't even think Game Pass is even relevant. I think it gets talked about so much down on the internet that I don't think it's that relevant when it comes to things. Nintendo, Jesus, look at this. You want to see sales? Blah. Mario Kart 8. Jesus. Talk about old game that's still top. Crazy. And Smash Brothers Ultimate. And Switch Sports. Jesus. Minecraft over there too. Minecraft. Top 10. How the hell is Minecraft selling better on PlayStation and Nintendo and nowhere to be found on an Xbox? They own the goddamn company. Exclusives, Phil. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And there's your top 20. Amazing. But Phil would say, no, it's hilarious, grinders. Ready? Last quote from Phil Ness. But exclusives are the backbone of our industry. Exclusive. 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 The person that's doing a lot of talking about exclusives got nothing. We got GOTS. We're in August. And the best you got is Forza. Halo's not even on that list for $60 for that goddamn bootleg Joel campaign. Your biggest franchise, Halo. Nowhere to be found. Tell me if that's not nuded with the balls thrown away. $60 campaign. Trash. Free-to-play multiplayer. Nobody's playing it. Tell me about that decision. Halo Infinite, nowhere to be found in the top 20. Irrelevant. So tell me whose strategy.
That was sus.
That's right, Compost. No, the unknown exclusives are the backbone of the industry, according to Phil Ness in Japan. Maybe it's his Phil Japanese doppelganger. When was the last time Halo was on that list? Dude, I don't know. I think January, like when it came out. December? Game Pass effect. You want to talk about lists. This is what the industry's buying. This is what people are buying. This is what people, you say MPDs are not important, but MPDs, you look at this, this is the trends. This is what game developers see. This is what they see what's being sold. And get ready. Ragnarok is coming. Get ready. Ragnarok is coming. And with that, the Game Night 123 goes, but Jez, it's the Xbox ecosystem, which encompasses Xbox, PC, mobile, and cloud. And Game Night, that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse.
You're my number one customer.
Halo is everywhere. Thank you, Game Night. Halo is everywhere. Everything. Clouds, iPhone, Samsung TVs, so's Forza. Game Pass games are on everything. There are 2 billion people playing all these games anywhere they want. 25 million subscribers. And you can't even get games on Game Pass is selling. If I was going to put it, you don't need to be a genius. If I was going to put a game in Game Pass right now, and I look at the top games sold on Xbox, you think that I'm going to say, wow, if I put my game on Game Pass, it's going to sell. Because if I put my game on Game Pass, more people are going to buy my game. The data doesn't show that. It doesn't. But know what it does show? It shows if you make a decent game, a really good game like Forza Horizon 5, people will buy it. And I think another last point that I'm going to make here is that if you see that Forza Horizon 5 is on this chart and it's in Game Pass, it shows you that people are willing to buy a game if it's good. So Forza Horizon is not affected by the Game Pass effect. Your shit-ass games are. But if you release a great game, people will buy it. See? People will buy a great game. And that's the problem they have. How do you tell people don't buy Forza Horizon 5? Just get it in Game Pass. That's tough when people want to own a great game. But if they see a shitty game or a game that they're not sure of, then they're going to subscribe and get it. And that's the problem that Microsoft has with Call of Duty and with all these games. That's the problem. That's the challenge they have. Is that if it is a good game, how do you tell people, well, don't buy it, subscribe? We need to get that game was put in here to grow our Game Pass numbers up. Well, people buying the game, Phil. Well, that's great, but it's not making our Game Pass numbers up. That's why we bought the company, was to get the game in Game Pass. Not to sell the game. Oh, no, we're selling it. We could have just got it exclusively. Like, we bought the game to put it in Game Pass. It has to drive Game Pass and cloud. But we're selling it. No. You need to do the numbers. And see, that's the battle they have. But Forza shows a great game will be purchased. You don't want to do it. The facts are right here. This is it. It shows you. And this is not 1 month. You go look at the games. Games in Game Pass are not in the chart. Because people will be like, well, people don't buy the games. Well, that's not what Phil said. And that's why the industry does. That's why when somebody says my game's coming to Game Pass and the internet runs wild with it, somebody's like, oh, no, it's not. Yeah, no, why? Because you're not going to be on this list if you do. And that's why they come out and say that stuff, because it's a PR move. And since we're wrapping up on the NPD sales and Game Pass, PlayStation stock is back. So hopefully everybody gets that PlayStation if they need to get one. But with the PlayStation stock, you're going to see those PlayStation games come up. And you know what's coming, everybody. You know, Ragnarok is coming and it is going to rock the house. And we rocked the house tonight on an incredible show with over 200 people watching live for this Tuesday edition of the Gaming Grindhouse. Thanks to Frogs. Thanks to Ghost and Shelf coming in. And thank you to all the grinders in the chat and all the VIPs and the new subscribers and the super chats. You've been great. And thank you for listening to me laugh for about 15 minutes with the slap heard around the world. But my goodness, I need to come down from that because that was friggin' hilarious. But I want to thank you all for your support. It's been over a year. The Gaming Grindhouse gone official, over 1,000 subs. We're closely approaching 1,700 subs. We're getting there. Hopefully hit 2,000 by the end of the year. That will be absolutely incredible. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because the great content and the content from the Grinds board will be coming your way. And we'll be getting some new emojis for the VIP grinders. And I want to thank to all the guys, everybody that was able to attend. I saw a whole bunch of people in there telling, saying that they were able to catch me live today. So, thank you again. Maybe I'll switch it up Tuesdays and Mondays, to get everybody out there, to make everybody listen live, because I appreciate everybody who's been subscribed and haven't caught this live. Shout out to you.
You're my #1 customer.
Oh man, 2,000 sub, 24-hour stream. Who knows? Harry Johnson with the $2. He goes, they've conditioned the Xbox not to buy. Mm-hmm. Then you can make a case of that. But thank you so much. Thank you. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button. And I'll be back. And I'll leave you with the exclusive world premiere. Nah, it's not world premiere. I played it enough. The exclusive Game Pass Jukebox Grindhouse song. Thank you, everybody. Good night. And stay tuned for the Gaming Grindhouse Gaming Bite that might come your way later this week. I'll keep an eye on the news. Checking out for the clowns. Checking out for the news. And looking for the quality games. See you guys later, everybody. Good night.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. Games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game place for